Episode 44 of the Goodfellas podcast. G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. I got my main man in the building with me, BoxingFirst Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt, aka Blunt Bayless. What is going on, big bro?
Man, in here hot in the rooftop, but ready to talk this boxing.
We wouldn't have it no other way. No other way. Listen, happy Monday to everybody. My man's in here early. VP Shane in the building. What's going on, good brother?
Nothing. I'm trying to rotate this screen, bro.
Yeah,
You was right when you came in.
Yeah,
it's not rotating for some reason. But go
no,
ahead.
you good right there. Straight. You good right there.
That's it. Don't touch it again.
Yeah, you good right there, man. You on mute, player.
Continue.
Yeah, man. So we got the whole team up in here. You're gonna see Shane vertical, horizontal during the course of the show. But we talking Canelo today, man. We gonna get right into it. We're talking Canelo today. This dude is in more rumors than a little bit. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. First he was supposed to go to Cruiserweight, fight Makabu. Now the rumor is he's gonna fight Charlo in May, Cinco de Mayo. Lord knows what else is gonna come out with Canelo's name, but this is what comes with the territory when you are quote unquote the cash cow. So I gotta go to my man BoxingFirst Vlog first. When you first heard the news, what was your initial thoughts, bro?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm still trying to chime in on Plant and the boy getting into it, and they talking some fight later this year.
Hey, bro, we can do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't even have time to. Well,
let's
for
start
me,
there.
That was a payday. To me, that was Plant reaching for a payday, in-house payday. You know, adding into a little funk. You know how these boxers throw each other names under the bus like that. So, especially with him looking the way he did, I'm sure a lot of dudes out of the weight class was like, yo, I could take this cat. So he might add a couple 154 pounders like, yo, he cream cheese, man. We can butter top him, you understand me? So anyway, I'm just saying, I was still caught up in that, but then right before I left the gig, I'm like, what? May? Hold up. Is it in ink? Mike Coppinger, Boxing Lowdown tapped in. I'm just like, what the? All right, man. So here we go. I don't really have much. I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing, and then I'll come on the back end with the Canelo. I'm still caught up on Charlo Plant. My bad.
No, we can go with Charlo Plant first. Shane, Charlo Plant basically called out Charlo via social media. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, to me, from initially, I already knew what was going on, and that is the fact that both parties are running out of options. That's including Canelo and Jamal Charlo. So when Plant came into the equation, it was no surprise. It was either going to be Plant or Benavidez, because the amount of options that either fighter had was limited. I know Charlo didn't want the Benavidez fight, and I know Canelo's not going to be openly trying to get the Benavidez fight. And I agree with Blunt in the sense that after watching the fight, I would be thinking, if I'm Charlo, well, that's easier work, you know? So personally, I just feel like, I just looked at it like, well, when you evaluate the options, it's either Charlo, Charlo Plant, Charlo Canelo, or obviously we already saw Plant Canelo. So it was either one of those three. And the reason why is because we knew Charlo wasn't going to stay at 160, because all the fights that he wanted at 160, he was offered and turned down. So there was only fights at 168 for him. And I just feel, after looking at Plant versus Canelo, I just thought, yeah, that's easy work. If I'm Charlo, I'm looking at it like, that's an easier fight for me at 168 than than anyone else, than even every fight I have at 160 right now. Because personally, him versus Andrade is a harder fight than him versus Plant. Him versus Benavidez is a harder fight than him versus Plant. I would even go as far as him versus Golovkin is a harder fight than him versus Plant. So he's probably looking at it as a payday, it's in-house, and plus it's an easier fight. So I agree with Plant in that in that way.
All right, let me tap back in on this Plant situation. To me, I thought it would have been a one fight at 168. I mean 160. Because of the fact that he said a year. To me, you in your comments, if you're replying and you're really serious about setting up a fight at 168, you wouldn't say a year, bro. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, what are you waiting for, some title situation to play out? You didn't mention that. You spoke on it as if it would take you a minute to get in shape for 160. It's been a while since you've been down there. You got some conditioning issues you could probably work on.
Plant wasn't at 160. When was Plant at 160? Didn't Plant start his career?
I'm saying the fight. I'm saying the way he responded to the challenge from Charlo, original challenge from Charlo. I'm thinking he responded in his response. He said a year. It would take him a year to come from 168 back down to 160, trying to get acclimated, get your weight cut proper, things like that. To me, that's the way I analyzed it. So when I did my video, I spoke on it from that angle. So, you know, tap in with the channel. Y'all know how we do. We steady working. You know what I'm saying? We like a go-kart in these streets, man. We always run it.
Yeah. No, that was a solid video too. Definitely a solid video. So I guess my question would be: is this fight going down to 68 or 60?
I'm inclined to believe. I'm inclined to believe 68 because based on the options that Charlo's had, I just believe that he's always entertained options at 168. And now the fact that he's fighting Canelo and not Plant, it has to be at 168.
That fight, yes, agreed, 168. But
no. My point, what I'm saying is, if he's willing to fight Canelo at 168, that means to me he should be willing to fight Plant at 68 because it seems like a move to 168 regardless is inevitable, purely and simply because he's turned down unifications at 160 and he's now entertaining fights with fighters at 168. So he must be looking to move up. Just using common sense.
Question real quick to help me come to my own mental conclusion about this whole fiasco we got going on as the boxing turns. You know what I'm saying? Check this out though. What's a bigger fight? The middleweight unification with DA or a fight with Plant? If you're in Charlo's shoes.
Good question.
That's a good question.
Good question. Can I get at that?
You can, but I have an answer as well.
No, well, you go first then, Shane.
Personally, from a historical perspective, it's obviously Demetrius Andrade because it's unification, and Plant doesn't currently hold a belt at 168. Obviously, it's an in-house fight, so for PBC it makes more money if it's Plant versus Charlo. Mm-hmm. But in terms of guarantee, I think maybe Andrade might pour a little bit more in terms of guarantee. If I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe Eddie Hearn would be willing to put a lot of money up for that in terms of guarantee. Maybe not back end because there's no pay-per-view, but in terms of guarantee, I think they'll be willing to put money up in terms of guarantee. Now, in terms of back end, obviously PBC have the pay-per-view model, so they will get money on the back end. So I hope that answers the question.
This is why I let Shane go first in questions like this, because I gotta adjust and maneuver and all that good shit. So basically, to add a little bit more to what Shane said, with the fact Eddie Hearn is the difference in this situation. When you look at it from all angles, if you look at it from a money perspective, Eddie Hearn will probably put just as much money up as Al would on a pay-per-view front. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how much money Eddie Hearn is throwing around. I could see Charlo I could see Eddie Hearn throwing Charlo like $8 million or something crazy like that for a DA fight. I
You
could
got
definitely see that.
the reason why I see that, Jeff. Sorry to cut you off, bro. Is purely and simply because Eddie Hearn's put a lot of money up for Andrade, and he's failed to deliver him a big fight. So in my mind, you're in a situation where either you cut your losses with this dude, or you go big or go home.
Yeah, and that's
Kind of
the
like
thing.
what happened with Tyson Fury and Top Rank. Either you cut your losses or you go big and go home. And he went big or go home when they done the Wilder fight, 2 Wilder fights, to be honest.
Yeah.
So now it sounds like both of y'all are saying that obviously the DA fight is bigger. So why haven't we seen that? It's been
I
at least a
I'm
year.
I'm kind of mixed with it though. I'm kind of mixed with it. Like like from a money standpoint, I think the DA fight is probably the bigger fight because that's a guaranteed bag. You know, Al Heyman, you know, you got to depend on pay-per-views back in. It's a
And you
lot
don't
of
know
there's a
how
lot
much
of
pay-per-views Plant and Charlo sell. You know,
exactly.
neither
So that's what
are
I'm saying.
marquee names.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
I
saying. Like it's more
I,
of a
To
I,
answer
I
risk.
your
disagree
question,
with
though,
you. I disagree with you. I disagree with you, Sean. I think they both marquee names. I think Plant is the B side of the marquee name because he's just really garnering some of that pay-per-view s
how much
sort of
how much pay-per-view sales
to me.
has Charlo sold?
This is the way I broke down the fight in the video as far as financially. I don't know if I'm on point. I thought it was a $10 million fight. 60-40, 6 for Charlo, 10 for Plant.
See, the reason why
160.
I say now, even if you say that, why I'm even more confident is because Eddie Hearn already offered, well, according to the contract he showed Brady Raheem, he already offered Charlo 7 million.
Again, I would never was precise. You know, everybody know I'm not a numbers guy, but I was just tapping in on why it made sense for it to be an in-house fight. Pretty fair split. You know what I mean? Why
The,
that
the,
Plant
the,
Charlo fight was possible. That's so
the,
I'm
the,
adding numbers that I'm not sure on. That's
cool.
why I said in the video, you probably want to talk to Jeff and VP Shane on these numbers, and we just have. So let me go on mute. I got some birds over my head.
But to answer your question quickly, why has the fight not happened? Because in order to fight the fight between Andrade and Charlo to make money, that would mean Al Heyman would have to do something that he never does, which means send one of his marquee names over to another platform. We know that's not going to happen. So that's why the fight ain't happened.
I gotta get in the comment section. I got some personal business I gotta take care of real quick. Second Ezra in the building, man. Say what's going on, family. What's up with you, bro? Adrian in the building. What's up with you, Adrian? Kiki in the building said, "What's happening? I'm sick of you taking shots at me, Kiki. I'll get to you in a second." Willie G said, "What's going on?" Kiki at G5. How about them Cowboys? We beat the brakes off those birds. Kiki
again.
Yeah, but Kiki, listen. I got a 50 spot. Y'all going home after the 49ers gonna put that spank on y'all. I got a 50 spot. I got a 50 spot for you. I got a $50 for the bar tab.
Kiki from Dallas.
She's from Texas, so that's why I'm like, it's all love.
How many teams are there in Dallas in Texas?
2. You got
Cowboys.
the Texans, you got the Cowboys and the Texans.
So why does she support that one?
The Cowboys are much bigger. They America's team, so they the most popular team in the world. One of the most popular teams in the world. But big shout out to Kiki though.
That's the only team I know is the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. Miles Williams, what's going on, bro? He said, "I told you Charlo was gonna get his shot." No, bro, you did say that. You did say that. Hold on. Bro, you got more aliases in a little bit, man. Davidian Simmons, what's going on, bro? He said, "God bless my boxing brothers. Have a blessed new year, man." Saying to you, good brother. You should be glad you ain't present me another bet. I ain't stupid, Kiki. I am not stupid. Because I grew up out there in the area, Shane. Okay. Yeah, she a legit fan.
I don't know anything about American sport other than boxing.
Yeah. Let me get this out the way on this Plant and Charlo situation. If I'm in Caleb Plant shoes, this makes total sense. If you think about it, like Blunt said, like you want to come off of a Canelo fight and you want to get another big bag. You don't want to scale down. So taking a guy on like Benavidez is too risky, and he will probably lose that fight. You take a
He
guy
might
like
not
Charlo,
lose.
but that's a difficult fight for him.
Who,
Charlo's a big
Plant or Canelo?
plant.
Oh yeah, no, Plant
Plant.
definitely
That's
loses.
a dangerous fight. So for him, you got Charlo, the bigger name, coming up in weight. He's probably looking at it like I'm gonna be the bigger fighter going into the fight. It's an in-house fight, all that. So it made sense for Plant to call out Charlo. Now for Charlo, when it comes down to it, I don't understand the move. Like I don't understand the move.
Can I say one thing? And I'm being honest, and this is gonna upset a lot of people. I've said numerous times that now Canelo and Charlo looks like it's happening. I've said numerous times. I don't want Canelo to fight Charlo or Andrade at 168. I don't want Canelo to do that, because
why?
this is part of this propaganda, bro. It's always, to me, none of these fighters are natural 168 fighters. So for them to move up and fight a fighter who's naturally 168, you're not taking on the best available opponent.
Shane, I gotta disagree with that, bro.
Bro, you can't tell you. No, wait. Let me explain. I don't believe, and this is me being honest, in terms of the best available opponent, Charlo and Andrade at 168 is not the best available opponent, bro. And that's my argument.
Who's the best available opponent?
Benavidez.
No.
Benavidez is not better than Andrade and Charlo. Is that what you're telling me? Because if you're telling me
Benavidez does not present more problems than DA or Charlo.
At 168, bro.
No.
At 168, yes, he does.
No.
Yes,
I'm gonna tell you why, Shane. I'm gonna tell you why you wrong, bro. I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong.
You picked Benavidez to beat Canelo.
I said he would give him the most trouble. I didn't predict he was going to beat him.
You said he would give him the most trouble. So
at 168. At 168.
But the fight is at 168. That's what
right. You said Benavidez is the best available opponent. That's not true. It's not true. That's not true. You have to factor this in, bro. You got to factor this in.
I'm talking about from a financial perspective.
I ain't talking about that neither.
So wait. You know you just contradicted yourself.
How?
Because you just said you think Benavidez will give him the most trouble, but he's not the best available opponent.
At 168.
But that's all the 168 of my point, though. I said at 168, I don't want Charlo or Andrade to fight Canelo. That's what I just said. That's how I start. If you rewind this,
when is the last time Canelo fought at 160, bro? Because you're contradicting yourself right now.
I didn't. That's what I just said. I don't want Canelo to fight Andrade or Charlo. That's the first point I said. If you can rewind it, I said I don't want Canelo or Canelo to fight Charlo or Andrade at 168.
Shame, but you got to be consistent in your opinion, though. So you don't want Charlo. Hold on, I'm about to tell you. You can't have that opinion and say you don't want Benavidez. I mean, you don't want DA, and you don't want Charlo to fight Canelo because they're not natural 168s. Am I correct?
That's my point.
What are we asking Canelo to do? We're asking him to go down to 160. We're asking him
to go
up to 175.
Yes, I'm not asking him to do that.
Shane, have you not
available at 168?
Shane, have you not thrown his name around with Beterbiev and Bivol and everybody else?
But I haven't asked him to go down in weight, though.
Vlog, am I lying?
No, I have.
No, Shane trying to get
explain myself. Can I say explain myself?
Technically clean it up.
No, but wait. Firstly, I will openly say I've put Canelo's name in there with Beterbiev, Bivol. I've said that. Correct. But that was because this is a man who's fought at 175 before. He held a version of a title at 175. In addition to the fact that this is a man who is entertaining the fact of going up to Cruiserweight. The reason why it's different with Charlo and Andrade is because they will be moving up for one isolated fight, and that's against Canelo. And I'm saying I wouldn't want Canelo to fight. Let me finish. I wouldn't want Canelo to fight those two at 168 because the best fighter at 168, in my opinion, is Benavidez. And that's the best fight I want to see. So I want to see the best fight, the best at 168. Andrade and Charlo are not the best at 168. So my point is very valid because I want to see the best at 168. And that's Canelo versus Benavidez.
So I hear you. We just downgraded Canelo's whole 2021 because he chose to go unified in a week 168, correct?
And not fight the best available opponent.
But we all said 168 was weak, correct?
Indeed.
Right. So if Charlo goes up to 168 and sees Canelo, if DA goes up to 168 and sees Canelo, what I'm saying is they become the best opponents because they present Canelo the biggest problems.
Not outside of not Benavidez. Not Benavidez.
Yes, they do.
We're still ignoring Benavidez,
bro. But I'm gonna tell you why. Listen, Shane. I'm gonna tell you why real quick. DA is a better overall fighter than Benavidez. That's a fact.
He's not 168.
But Charlo is a better overall fighter than Benavidez. They've accomplished more, and they've been in with better competition.
Okay? But they're not natural 168s.
Right, but you've been saying you're the main person that say Canelo resume, and the top 5 people we want to see Canelo fight are people that are not in his weight class.
No, I want to see Benavidez, bro. That's what I said from the start.
It's only, if I told you to name the 5 people you want to see Canelo fight the most, 4 of them are going to be out of the division. That's a fact.
Well, my number 1 will be Benavidez. My number 1 will be Benavidez.
It's Shane. That's fine. I don't have a problem with you saying Benavidez. What I'm saying inside of the ring, even though, and this is a credit to DA and Charlo, if them dudes go up to 168. They leapfrog Benavidez. Personally, and Benavidez, and what competition has Benavidez been in the ring with? You got to factor that in too, bro. We're talking about pure talent.
No, that's a fact, yeah. But I'm not saying it's the same, but allow me to explain my point. Sorry, Blanc, I know you want to get your opinion off. It's similar with Saunders. Saunders had a real good resume at 160. He beat Eubank. He beat Lee. He beat Willie Monroe. He beat David Lemieux. He had a good, solid resume at 160. He moved up to 168, and we saw a completely different individual. This is an individual that was relying on a knockout against a journeyman because he had lost all the rounds. This is a dude who fought Akabov and fought absolutely ridiculous. He almost got knocked out by Shefat Asufi. He bored the whole entire stadium for Martin Murray versus Saunders. He bored it out. So my point is, bro, I can say all of that, but everything you're explaining right now applies to Saunders, because I'm being honest, bro. Before Saunders moved up to 168, I would have said the same thing. I would have said technically he's better than Benavidez. Technically, he has more ability in terms of what he can technically do in the ring, and he had a better resume than Benavidez. But guess what? He moved up and he wasn't good enough. The reason why I like Benavidez is because he's the only fighter at 168 or 160 that can get Canelo going in reverse. And you've heard me say that, bro. You've heard me say that. You got to get this guy going in reverse. But Turbiev and Benavidez and Zerdo are 3 fighters who can do that. And I know Benavidez and Turbiev and Zerdo aren't at 168, but Benavidez is. And he has the ability to get this guy going backwards. And that's what I want to see. Charlo and Andrade don't.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Now,
go ahead, Vlog. Go ahead, Vlog. Go ahead. Do you think?
I mean, I kind of disagree with you on the Charlo situation, because in their particular fight, I don't think it's about reverse. I think it's about the ability to counterpunch Canelo, stand there, move when necessary, not move the fight as if you're so scared of this dude's power. I'm sure we'll have, again, VADA testing for a big stage like that with Al and the boys being a part of everything. So I'm thinking we might see the same sluggish. If I gotta come forward, I'm really depending on this guy to really be tired and me not wear him down. Because you gotta be honest, in the Plant fight, it wasn't per se the work that Canelo did that won the fight. It was the movement and just keep it real. The skateboards that your boy was on. I mean, he had his wheels greased up real good in that fight. And maybe you could say he was on skates. He wasn't able to sit down as car, but then he got pillow hands. So we're not gonna get too disrespectful against the boy Plant. But I'm just saying, man, I don't think this gonna be a backup Canelo type of fight when you talk Charlo. You talking a counterpuncher, a superb counterpuncher, one of the greatest counterpunch uppercuts in the history of boxing. So,
no, that's a fact. That's a fact. But
well, I analyzed that fight a little different than Shane. That was really my, what I wanted to chime in on that particular fight.
I see the fight going the exact same way you explained, but to me, I'm trying to figure out what will be the best winning formula against Canelo. The last time I saw Canelo lose, or at least not win a fight, was against Golovkin. And that was because Golovkin was able to get him in reverse. Ever since that fight, he's fought back foot fighters. When he fought Fielding, he fought on the back foot. Smith, he fought on the back foot. Saunders, he fought on the back foot. Plant, he fought on the back foot. Everybody else since that fight has fought on the back foot, even Kovalev. Whereas Golovkin fought on the front foot in the first fight. In my opinion, I want to see if someone's able to do what I saw Golovkin do in the first fight and get Canelo going in reverse. Because that really turns off Canelo's offense. When Canelo's going backwards, he don't throw punches.
Shane, who's Canelo's next top opponents outside of Benavidez?
In his weight class or in general?
You just gonna avoid this ditch.
Answer the question, bro. Ask the question. I want to know in his weight class or in general.
In the weight class, 168. In the weight class,
bro. He's everybody outside of Benavidez. That weight class is
exactly my point, bro. Exactly my point. That's why I said you're correct in terms of the best person that's actually at 168. Let's keep it a bean. David Benavidez is a 175-pounder parading at 168. We can all agree with that. Right.
Okay, hold on. Y'all talking about the weight class, and I think we forget the name. I think we forgetting Darrell, and I'm just want to ask a question. Do y'all feel like Canelo just dog walks him?
Every day of the week and twice on a Sunday.
Wow. The same Canelo we saw against Plant.
Same Canelo we saw.
Are you talking? We had this discussion before.
The big Darrell, man, the biggest one,
dog.
Man, not the little Darrell, big Darrell. Yeah, big dog.
Big dog is mocked, bro.
God,
that's what all
damn, y'all. That is
that's not even disrespectful. Like that's just my boxing.
Did you watch when Chiron fought Darrell?
He was off. They had some family issues going on.
What about when Yildirim fought Darrell?
I thought Yildirim won that fight.
And Yildirim got mollywhopped by Eubank. And the fight after, he almost beat Darrell. If not in some people.
Actually, he was dogging. He was dogging Darrell.
In defense of Darrell, Yildirim was on the finest juices, I do believe, in that fight.
Yo,
I ain't never seen him fight like that.
Hey, Vlog.
But he got knocked out by Eubank in the fight before.
Hey, Vlog. You said
in 3 rounds.
He wasn't never.
Vlog, you sound like an expensive defense attorney right now. That's what you sound like. Like you need a retainer. Like
check this out, man. We can't forget about the fringe guys that'll make good fights. I'm just trying to keep the names floating.
Bro, it's better if you said John Ryder, bro. Honestly, it's better if you said John Ryder.
I gotta get in these comments, fellas, because they're getting.
You are tripping. John Ryder better make it out the ring.
Hold on. Let me get in these comments real quick because they're getting crazy. Second Ezra, he said, "I got Charlo beating Plant." I agree. Adrian said, "Shane bugging right now." I agree. Brendan Jackson, Charlo got worked by David Benavidez, minus 2.0 in Juan Montiel.
In Juan Montiel.
Okay, got you. Yeah, I got you. Miles Williams, I agree. Second Ezra. Charlo got too much dog in him for playing the role on Canelo. Brendan Jackson. Charlo has fought better competition overall, although none of them were at 168, but has shown a vulnerability that Benavidez, with his skill set, would likely be a nightmare for Charlo. Second Ezra said the jab. The jab is the best formula to beat Canelo. Second Ezra said Andre beats Canelo.
I think, and you guys know how much I love Andre, but at 160, Andre does not beat Canelo.
His defense is off. I've seen vulnerabilities.
He's better defensively than Charlo, though. He's way better defensively than Charlo.
Okay, if you like all that ducking, which can be so timed, I think that's very slippery.
No, that's actually harder. That's actually harder to time because he uses his legs to get up and down. They the hardest ones to hit.
And also take a lot of wind, bro. That takes
That's
a
true.
lot.
That'll be the key in the fight. But I will say this though.
You didn't bring that up. You said defense. Now stamina, 100%. I 100%.
If your defense takes away from your stamina, that's all part of my argument to say he's not at the elite status. That's all I'm saying. You're not that he was 5 fights ago. Who's not elite? I said still at the most elite status. Let me clean it up a little bit. Since you think he elite, I don't even want to argue with you with that. I don't. I seen Slipperidge in them fights against, again, a bunch of roadies on that European tour. And he did not look as if he was the show, bro.
I haven't seen anybody win 4 rounds against this dude in his career.
I said the last couple fights, bro. You talking career? I don't want to
go back to I can go last 4. I go last 4, bro. When a guy is undefeated and a champion for as long as he has, and he probably hasn't lost 4 rounds in a fight in his whole career, that's you setting the bar real high.
Okay, bro. But if you're elite, hold on. Let me go, bro. If you're elite at 160, you're not going through some of the issues we've seen them go through. Let's just take the last 2 fights because these are the fights that I'm visually acting on and speaking on. So I'm not saying that elite slick boxer that's a real problem at 160, especially for some young guns coming into the division or just trying to make waves in the division. I mean, he could get stalked and walk down, bro. He's not shoulder rolling at the most highest level. He doesn't parry punches. I'm just saying, bro, he's not as slick as you're giving him credit for.
You know what he does? And I say he does this better than anyone at 160, probably outside of Golovkin, is not only does he make you have to find him, but you have to pay a heavy admission fee. Bro, this dude, this is a fact, everybody he's fought, he's either dropped or knocked out in his entire career. And he's got more first-round knockdowns than anyone at 160. There's a reason for that. Because when he starts, and I agree, his stamina is a problem. But this dude starts so fast. He starts so quick. He'll throw 70, 80 punches around, and he's just throwing and he's using so much movement, so much legs, so much power punches in one round. You get overwhelmed. And automatically, he gains your respect just off that alone. Just off the fact that he's so explosive with his combinations and his footwork. He's so quick that you don't know whether he's going to snipe into offense just like that, like a spring. And that gains your respect. I remember he fought Selecki, and Selecki walked down everyone he ever fought. Andre, I thought he was going to run the whole fight. The first round, he ran at him and threw all the power punches early. He knocked Selecki down. The rest of that fight, Selecki was so scared to step forward. And that's a dude who walks through everyone. He done that because... Go on.
I didn't know I was talking to DA and Associates, but I get you guys support. You know, I get it.
No, bro, I'm not even going to lie.
No, I get it.
I like Andre. I like Andre. I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. I like Andre. I won't even lie. I like Andre. I actually like Andre. I like Andre.
Yo, you said DA and Associates. Yo, that is hilarious, bro. That is
It's me,
hilarious.
baby.
Listen, but I mean, I guess I'm a part of the associates because I mean a lot of what Shane said is true, but you know what though, Vlog? The one thing I will say, bro, is like when you dealing with guys that are that good, like you gotta pick at something. Like, you know what I mean? Like nobody's the perfect fight. Like you gotta pick at something. So I get where you going with that. It's just when you a champion and you probably only can pick maybe 2-3 guys at best that can win 4 rounds. Like, you know what I mean? We really picking. But I do the one thing I do want to say though, Vlog, the one thing that I do agree with is since Andre has gotten older, maybe like the past 2-3 years, there's certain times in the fight where he's just doing unnecessary moving. And I'm talking how far he's moving. So he needs to clean that up. And the reason why he hasn't cleaned that up yet is because of the level of competition that he's in the ring with.
Facts.
Nobody's forced him to clean that up yet.
Right.
So, Vlog, I agree with that 100%. And if you are going to pull hairs with Andre, it's that, because that can cost him in a Charlo fight, in a Golovkin fight. That can cost him in a Plant fight, Benavidez fight, whatever.
Not so much.
No, not a Plant. Not a Plant. Not a Plant. Don't say that. Don't put pillow hands Plant in there. I don't think he could hurt a middleweight right now. So we're gonna leave pillow hands out of any power sort of scenario or doing damage to anybody, and that's with all due respect.
So what fight would you guys much prefer then? I'm gonna ask you guys this question: Plant versus Charlo, or Charlo versus Canelo?
Plant versus Canelo. I mean, God damn, Shane. I wasn't expecting that question, so I'm gonna be right off the top of my head. I'm gonna say Charlo deserves the money. I think he has a counterpuncher's chance against a slower, soon to be an elder statesman of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, Saul, you know what I mean? So I think he has a chance. I mean, Alvarez, we just seen off the sauce. Alvarez is catchable. You can catch him in boxing scenarios and out punching. And Charlo has a chin. People just probably not giving him credit for it, but I think that chin runs in the family, man. They
got whiskers.
Yeah, they ain't been getting slapped around their whole careers, bro. And they've been boxing their whole life. So, you know what I'm saying?
What would you rather see, Jeff?
Me personally, I'd rather see Charlo, Canelo. I just think Charlo just presents a lot of physical problems for Canelo.
You think even at 168?
Yep, because Charlo's a big 160. So he'll transfer over to 168 well, in my estimation.
I don't think he's that big at 168.
No, he's a big one. He's a big one. He's a big 160.
When he
think how long he's been at 160. So he's
when he
let's bring Shane around to this. Did Usyk get big for the AJ fight?
Yeah.
So Charlo can't get big, still box?
No, wait. I think he can. Of course he can. But for one, he didn't fight AJ straight away, and for two, I think Canelo's a much better fighter than AJ. That's just
he got bigger for the AJ fight. He wasn't that big against Chisora. He was bigger for the AJ fight.
He got bigger for the AJ fight. But my original and my main point is, I think Canelo is better than AJ. AJ is a very easy fighter to beat.
So the Canelo you saw was elite?
Bro, you don't think Canelo
you've ever seen? That's the greatest Canelo you've ever seen.
It's not the best. No, it wasn't. The best Canelo. The best Canelo.
So that's what we coming off, bro. Yeah, that's a juice-o-matic. They in the back got the concoctions working. They coming through mid-fight. They running by, throwing shit in the basket. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is with them,
he said a juice-o-matic.
I'm just saying, bro. This is a confirmed cheater. Let's just call it what it is. So in certain fights where he's looked so good, and then you've seen him other fights look mediocre, you gotta question, was he on the finest? You know what I mean? And that's shout out to G5. That's his statement. You know what I mean? That's his line. So it's just I don't like this dude. That last Canelo, if you gotta be clean the rest of your career because eyes are on you, so much money is on you, so you gotta be clean. We not gonna see. We might see a Canelo that was against Floyd Mayweather. Just look out of his realm.
I mean, why do you guys think then Canelo didn't take the Maccabi fight at Cruiserweight?
Because he would have got dog walked against a big dude that can't fight. He'd have got dog walked.
You
Man,
think
that
so?
big dude hit him one time. Man, he'd have wished he was back in kindergarten.
I won't lie to you. If there's anything Maccabi can do, and that's punch. He's not a good fighter, but he can crack. That dude can crack, and he was so much bigger than Canelo. He looked like Canelo's grandfather or father or something.
He's big Unc. Like that was big Unc. That was big Unc from the pen. You don't want to see big Unc from the pen.
Yeah, there was a massive size advantage. Size advantage.
That shit looked like Debo and Craig, man, on
Literally.
Friday, man. Like,
Get up, Craig.
Get up, Craig. Get up, Craig. Get up, Craig. Come on, Craig. Yeah, the thing is though with Canelo, it's just when you fighting a guy that big, man, it's a certain level of risk that comes along with it. And people got to factor this in too. Canelo probably wasn't gonna put nothing on Maccabi to hurt him neither.
That's a fact.
Because he's just gonna be punching at a tank, you know.
I mean, Maccabi's
I can see a hand injury in that fight. It's a lot that could go wrong in that fight.
Has fought heavyweights who hasn't stopped him. So
yeah, I don't see. Yeah, the fight just didn't. I understood why they were considering it, but it just didn't make sense to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
the only reason why they were considering it is to outdo Floyd. That's it. That's all that shit was about.
But they already kind of outdid Floyd already.
No, they stop it. They ain't never caught Floyd on no juice.
No, I sorry. I will never say that. I retract that statement.
Exactly.
They already accomplished something that Floyd didn't accomplish.
Again, Floyd didn't always fight the weakest motherfuckers.
No, that's a fact. I'm not saying Floyd's career is worse than Canelo, because Floyd's career is way better than Canelo. Like Canelo's fault.
Let Canelo and them tell it. I mean, he the best thing since sliced bread, bro. Just tell
dude, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I just don't. I can just see the propaganda coming when he because he's gonna beat Charlo, bro. I can see the propaganda coming. Because I'll respect him for the win, but even that in itself, bro, Charlo isn't a natural. I can't say one rule for Saunders and not the same rule for Charlo. You see my point?
To a certain extent, it's a duck.
I said this about Saunders. I didn't want to see him fight Saunders because I said Saunders ain't a natural 168.
But Saunders,
Canelo is a natural what though?
Canelo's a natural 168.
Canelo's a natural 168. He looks small at 168. He looks small.
To me, Canelo is whatever sediments elevate or lower his weight. That's whatever weight he is. So whatever sediments that are available at the time for them to implant.
That's a fact though, bro. That's a fact. You're forgetting, bro. What Blunt just said is a fact. I'm gonna give you the facts behind it. When he got popped dirty for whatever he got popped dirty for, clenbuterol, whatever, when he got popped dirty for it, which is a weight cut, clenbuterol it helps you cut weight. Clenbuterol is something that he got popped dirty for, then he moved up to 168. Then he came down, he struggled to make weight against Jacobs, and he moved up to 175. After that, he said, and this is a quotation, the reason why he didn't become undisputed at 160 to fight Andrade was because he could no longer make the weight of 160. Isn't that a coincidence that all of a sudden you can't make 160 after you get popped dirty? Isn't that a coincidence? I mean, you were fighting at 160 your whole career, and you wasn't even big at 160 when you fought Golovkin. All of a sudden, you look smaller than Golovkin in a fight, but you get popped dirty. Now you can't make the weight at 160 anymore.
But
That's just a bit suspicious to me.
it is suspicious, but that's why I was debating you earlier, because yes, Canelo fights at 168, but he's a natural what though? Like,
He
cause
said
he
he
looks
can't make
small.
160 no more. He said he
Yeah,
can't make 160 no more.
but think what the last time Canelo looked big at a weight class is 154. That's the
That's a fact.
last time he looked big in a weight class. He looked small at 160. He looked small at 168. He looked small at 175. That's why I was saying that if Charlo went up to 168, he would be fine. If DA went up to 168, he'll be fine, because Canelo is probably a natural. He's probably a natural 160.
Saunders
Period.
is not a natural. Saunders moved up, and look what happened to Saunders.
Yeah, but you already know the deal with that though. There's a big asterisk on my man BJS. You know what I'm saying? So he's real asthmatic. You know what I'm saying? Got the pump and all that other good shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's let me get these comments real quick. Brendan said Andre doesn't beat Canelo, just like how Saunders and Plant didn't beat Canelo. Adrian, the fact that Charlo and Canelo are the same age is hilarious to me. Are they the same age? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Davidian, Caleb Sweet Hands, until he was knocked out by Canelo Alvarez, he was getting frustrated with Caleb Plant.
Canelo looking extra old. That juice, boy, he looking like somebody's grand uncle. So that
I
juice
didn't think he looked that bad against Plant, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just thought Plant was horrendous.
Oh, okay. So if you're that good and Plant's that horrendous, why does it take 10 rounds to get him out of there?
Because the dude ran the whole fight.
Okay, so if you're that good, you cut the ring off in 4 to
but
6.
we know Canelo's not good at cutting off the ring. We know that.
All right, then he is not no pound for pound. He ain't shit.
You can't. The only reason why I say you can't say that is because he does have accomplishments that we still have to value. He does have accomplishments that we have to value. If you bring up the drug testing, I can't argue against that. You're right. But in terms of his overall accomplishments that he's done, you can't discredit that. Now, I do agree you went on a European tour, and I don't really give that much credit. Saunders, Yildirim, and Smith don't really rate those dudes. Plant came in that fight to lose, so that's you fought 4 dudes at that weight class, and none of them were that good to me. To me, I still think your last credible win was Kovalev. I'm being dead serious as well.
So with that being said, I got a question. So Canelo fights Charlo, Cinco de Mayo, dominates Charlo. Does that trump everything he did in 2021?
Of course.
Vlog got the boys after. Yeah, man. I mean,
of course it does, bro.
So he won't. Yeah, but he won't. That's the conundrum that we're in when you ask that
question. Charlo and Andre present a much harder problem for Canelo than Plant. Purely and simply because they're gonna go in with the mentality that they want to win. Plant went in there with the mentality that I just want you to say I'm good. That's why in the 9th round he was like, oh.
Man, yeah. No, bro. Let's be honest, bro. He know he got pillow hands. He don't want to admit he got pillow hands, man. He got elementary school dude hands. Like real serious on the elementary schoolyard with that boxing game. He gonna hurt you. But after that, bro, the levels change. The chin levels change. He don't have the ability to cause damage. So I think he talked himself into figuring that he earned some sort of homage for going.
But Jeff, let me tell you why this is so bad. This is a dude that slapped you in your face in front of your wife, and you went in the ring and you were asking him, "I'm real good. I'm good in it." Like, bro, That is just. Could you imagine that, Blunt? Oh, get a man slaps you in front of your wife, and then you're saying, "Guess what?
Nigga, the sticks is
I'm
coming
good.
out, nigga.
I'm good.
I'm gonna turn the
I'm
whole
good."
block into a
That's what
grand
you're saying to
finale,
him.
nigga.
I'm real good.
I'm trying to
I'm
tell
not, am I real good? How am I? Am I real good? That's what he's saying.
you. Man,
This
you
dude
got me
came in there
fucked up.
with the intention to lose, bro.
There's not anything. I don't know if Caleb Plant can do anything for me to forget about that.
That was
That's
what?
why I
What
said,
did you say the last part?
Huh?
What did you say? I didn't hear that last
No,
part.
I said I don't know if Caleb Plant can do anything to make me forget about that. That's gonna forever stick in my mind when it comes down to Caleb Plant, man. Like that's the highlight of his career to me right now. Like when I think of Caleb Plant, what's the first thing to come to my mind? Him having that whole conversation with him in round what 9,
Something like that.
something like
8.
that. Like
Yeah, I think it was 8.
round 8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jeff,
like that's
Jeff,
that's
I'm
crazy.
gonna let a dude slap you in your face, and I'll see what you. I'll see the response, bro. Because this is what
Bro,
this
just
a dude slaps you
get
in your
the
face and cut your face.
get the bell money ready. That's all I can say.
Man,
Get the bell money ready.
you got to get your Perry on. If he that slick, how do you catch that easy, bro? You supposed to be. I'm almost 50, and I'm gonna get my hands up, bro, just to be like
Vlog.
catching it.
How'd you get pulled counted at a press conference, yo?
Man, nigga, God damn, nigga. I mean, it was a slight pass, but I'm still saying it was
Canelo was
disrespectful.
like,
Swinging on you. He pushed
Literally,
you,
the
swinging on
spam
you.
boom.
Man, he straight punked you, bro. Like, and
in
again,
front of your wife.
because he knew you ain't had no real hands, let alone hands with gloves on.
Yo,
If you don't got no handlebars without gloves.
Yo, you know the thing with Plant, you know what Plant can do? Kind of get me back on the bandwagon, man. Because I like Plant, yo. I think he's skilled, man. I like Plant. He just don't throw punches with bad intentions, even though he got the pillow hands. At least throw him like you got some power. Like, you know what I mean? Like he throws something like put your back into it or something like, you know what I'm saying? If he beats Anthony Durrell, if he goes in and beats Anthony Durrell, I'll be back on the bandwagon.
No, I wouldn't.
Anthony Durrell dog walks this dude, bro. I believe Anthony Durrell has enough in the legs. And plus, I don't think they'll make that a boxer's ring like they did in this particular Canelo fight. I think it'd be more of a smaller ring.
Blunt, I would much prefer, bro, Plant versus David Lemieux, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
No. I like that too. I like that. Lemieux want to come back. And
Lemieux's got crack. Lemieux can crack, bro.
He got crack, but he hit a lot of air too, man. He is
not accurate.
He is not accurate. I ain't never see air lay down on the ground, man.
It'd be Lemieux versus Oxygen on the pay-per-view.
The Oxygen will be up on the cards too. So let's combine it. If he beats a David Lemieux and a Anthony Durrell, I will be back on the bandwagon. I
can give him some credit. But I need a KO in that. I can't take.
Bro, you said he not knocking anybody down past 8th grade, man. Your expectations are very high.
Again, if you bring some of that mustard, everybody got one of them mustard sort of days. You get, oh damn, I knocked your boy out, like you be amazed. He's got to have one of that.
He got that yellow. He got that regular yellow mustard. The Heinz out the pack.
He gotta get it spicy.
He ain't got that spicy mustard.
Man, he down there in Memphis, man. I know they down there with the spices, bro. They gotta cook him up some of that sausage that's real spicy. He gotta really put some gumbo into his shit, bro. He don't sit down, bro. He does not follow through on the shot. It's like he leaves it at a distance. As soon as it connect, that's good enough for him. I don't never see him push through a punch.
He don't punch through.
Yeah, he don't punch through.
So you guys are happy to see. I'm happy to see it as well. Charlo versus Canelo. I'm happy to see it.
I just need to say the ink because we heard him and
Makabu.
Yeah, Makabu.
Hold on, Vlog. I got a side question, yo. Did you call in the video? I don't know if I heard this wrong or not. When you talking about Joseph Adorno, did you call that man Joseph DiGiorno? Like the DiGiorno pizza, yo? Did you? Yo, A Shane, you gotta listen to the video he did with the Lomachenko video he did. He was like, he was just like, he's like Joseph DiGiorno.
I was thinking about pizza. It was lunchtime.
Yo,
man.
I'm like, I put in the comment section. I was like, "Did you just call this man DiGiorno, yo?" Like,
bro, this dude still can't say Butayev or Bivol.
Budabev.
And Bivoli.
It's hard to remember because once you get that first bad pronunciation, you tend to run with that psychologically. So, because I ain't been in school in a long time, I'm off with the names, man. Y'all gotta forgive me.
Vlog be giving out nicknames by accident. Like,
that's my nigga DiGiorno now, baby. I mean, he didn't come through.
Yo, hold on, a Vlog, and if that man get a DiGiorno sponsorship, man, cut my man a check, man. Cut my man a bag. You know what I'm saying?
I did. I was thinking about pizza for some. I was coming home. I was like, man,
Joseph DiGiorno.
Man. Yeah, that was my bad. My bad.
Dude, no, thinking about pizza.
I was doing the video, but I was hungry, man. It was lunchtime, man.
I'm like, this nigga said he's thinking about pizza.
Yo, Shane, I heard I'm on the floor crying, bro. Like,
it ain't no disrespect though. You know what I'm saying?
I know it's not. That's what make it so funny, yo. Like, second Ezra, Canelo didn't want that work from the Lion King. That's funny. Adrian Plant just wanted Canelo blessing. That was all. That made me sick, bro. Nathan Carey in the building. What's going on? Say Darrell looked like an old man in his last fight. That's because he is an old man. In boxing years, anyway. Plant is a great fighter, but needs to work on his defense. He's not a great fighter. He's a skilled fighter, but a lot of the Nathan, let me explain this real quick. Caleb Plant needs an old school type trainer that teaches him the basics in terms of following through with his shots. Follow through with your punches. Like, he doesn't commit to anything. That's why he's not great at anything. He doesn't fully commit defensively. Like, he doesn't fully commit in terms of turning his punches over. Like, even when he was hitting Canelo with counters, they were pity pat shots. Like, they were just joints my son would throw. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was little pity pat joints. So
he needs to go link up with like what coach could I say?
Derek James. Derek James, I have him sitting down on the shots.
I wouldn't even say Derek James. I wouldn't say Derek James because Derek James is also a dude who doesn't really train head movement that much.
That ain't. But see, that's the thing. That's not Caleb Plant's problem.
No, but I will tell you why. Because to me, he don't have catching ability neither. So to me, this dude relies a lot on lateral movement on the back foot. If you look at Derek James' trick fighters, most of them don't have great back foot game neither. So I would get someone who's actually going to be able to teach you how to use your back foot, land power punches. Even someone like a Buddy McGirt, bro, you get that Kovalev style down.
Yeah, but when you fighting on the back foot, a lot of guys that fight on the back foot, like they can't do two things at the same time. When they backing up, they just moving. They're not punching. So a lot of times they have to stop and then start throwing punches. We said that about Sean Porter when he fought Ugas. I was like, yo, he can't do two things at the same time. I was like, when he's moving,
Plant might be able to, though. Plant might be able to.
But he's probably one of those guys. He's been fighting like that for so long. The only thing you can really teach him is when he does decide to stop moving, plant your feet and let him go.
That's why I'm saying, like, if you look at someone like a Kovalev, who worked with Buddy McGirt, one of the things that he done so fantastically was when he stopped moving, he was letting the jabs and maybe he had natural power, so it's a bit different.
That's a good pick. No, that's a good selection. though. Buddy McGirt is a good selection
because he's doing the same thing that you're describing with Callum Smith right now. The same thing you just described, he's doing that with Callum Smith. He's making him stop and land power punches. If you look at when he fought Canelo, when he was throwing, he couldn't throw and move at the same time. And he got Buddy McGirt, and Buddy McGirt done the same thing with Kovalev. So, but both Smith and Kovalev have more natural punch power than Plant. So I will say that it works for them because they had more natural punch power. So it might not work a Buddy McGirt, but I'm just giving a name.
No, it's a solid name, like for sure. Like I can't argue that one bit. But that's in order for Caleb Plant to kind of turn the corner. He's gonna have to start sitting down on some of his shots. Not all of them, but at some point during the course of a round, he got to start sitting down on some of his shots. Go ahead,
Vlog. Like a Ben Davison fight.
Man, yeah, Vlog be ducking the law and shit, man. Like, shit,
yeah, so he fights like a Ben Davison fight.
No, for sure, man. Like, and it's just, I feel like Caleb Plant, his skill set is so high. It's just he doesn't maximize his skill set in an actual fight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything that I want him to do, I feel like he's physically capable of doing it. He just doesn't put the whole puzzle together. Even the fights he wins, I'll be like, he always do 2 or 3 things, and I'll be like, all right, man. Like,
who wins, Charlo or Canelo?
I'm gonna say Canelo because Charlo not gonna get the nod on the cards.
Who wins, Charlo or Canelo, Blunt?
Charlo split decision.
Let me ask you guys a quick question, bro. If Canelo wins, where do you guys rank him pound for pound?
Bro, I gotta be honest, bro. I can't. You cannot ever get on a real pound for pound list and you've been popped. There's no
cool. I get you.
There's no way, bro.
He takes VADA testing.
I don't care. You can't. Action is not to be forgiven.
What do you think, Jeff?
I mostly, from a moral standpoint, I can't say Blunt is wrong with his logic, because we have to give a certain level of punishment with that. If I not even putting it to the side, but if Canelo could do anything for me to be like, okay, you're validating. If he goes back-to-back fights, VADA testing, he beats Caleb Plant, beats Charlo, that'd be a nice road to validation. Because when a person gets popped, we say the same thing. We say we can question any and everything that you've done in your career up until this point.
Where would you have him in your pound for pound list?
He's not my number one.
You're on mute, bro.
He's not on my list.
I know you said that.
He wouldn't be my number one.
He would be your number one with Jeff. Still Crawford.
No, I mean, probably by the time that fight happens, Usyk probably beat AJ again. I would probably have to go probably Usyk probably.
What about you, Blunt? Don't say Devin Haney.
We said pound for pound, man, and you always know I elevate my champions based on accomplishments and what you're doing in the ring. So I got Usyk, I got Jamel, I got Taylor. Yeah, Taylor and
a new way.
I mean, I like him. I ain't gonna lie, growing on me, but then again, I still like the OG too. So I like it. So that's a flip. And then backdoor Loma, baby. I still got Loma back on that pound for pound
But what
discussion.
about Errol? What about Errol? I mean, you didn't say Errol, you didn't say Crawford.
They good fighters, bro. I don't think they the best boxers. I think they good fighters. The best boxers they look good doing what they do. I don't necessarily see
I
Errol
don't think
Spence looking good. He had bad moments against Danny Garcia, and Danny Garcia looked like he was hitting him with 140 power. So
I thought Danny Garcia left his boxing gloves at home because that
no, I
dude,
said he had moments. Danny Garcia had a couple moments that you shouldn't even let Danny Garcia have at that point in the fight, and you should have basically walked Danny Garcia down and got him out of there.
I don't think Danny won more than 2 rounds in that fight, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He still had moments that he shouldn't have had.
That is few and far between, bro.
No, bro, but I agree, bro. If he won, I'm with Blunt on this.
I'm not saying he won rounds, Jeff. I'm saying he had moments that he shouldn't have had, bro. If you're pound for pound, you walk Danny Garcia down and get him out of there.
Who has got Danny up out of there, though? Nobody.
Pound for pound should get him up out of there.
Nobody.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying who. I ain't saying who. You're saying who. I'm saying pound for pound should get him up out of there. That's all I said.
I get that. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. Who?
He shouldn't even have won a round.
You said pound for pound.
Your boy Crawford should get him out of there. Your boy Crawford should get him out of there. He on the pound for pound.
I think Crawford has pound for pound.
Not on my list. Not on my top 5. I didn't say he's not in a pound for pound discussion, but top 5, no, he's not.
So hold on. So you got Spence and Crawford outside your top 5?
He got Charlo in it, bro. He's got Charlo in it and Loma.
Charlo and Loma. You got Charlo and Loma over Bud and Spence?
Yeah.
Bud got 2 belts. Bud got 1 belt. Old boy got 2 belts. Charlo got 3 belts. Am I correct?
Loma's got none.
But Loma is coming off shoulder surgery.
Oh my
bro! But you're not giving Spence. Hold on, vlog.
He was already on the list.
Vlog. But
he was number 1 before the loss.
Vlog, but you're not giving Spence that same courtesy though. You're not giving Spence that same courtesy because he came off an injury to fight Danny. And you wanted him to 12-0. And you wanted him to 12-0 Danny. You wanted him to 12-0 Danny and get him up out of there. Give him the same courtesy. Be consistent. Give him the same courtesy, bro. Give him the same courtesy.
I didn't say he wasn't in the top 10.
Vlog. I'm saying vlog. I'm saying
boxing is not all right, Jeff. Bro. My top is not just about belts. It's also about the actual boxing ability. He is not a better boxer than Lomachenko.
No, bro, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. I only had one problem. I said, give Spence the same courtesy you gave Loma. Loma coming off an injury. You said he was hella impressive coming off an injury. Spence did the exact same thing. To be honest with you, Spence had more hurdles to go through than Loma did. It's harder to come back from an eye injury in a fucking car accident than a shoulder injury. I'm saying give the same courtesy.
He was all right.
Give the same courtesy. That's all I'm saying, bro. Give him the same courtesy.
Again, I think Loma's a better boxer than Spence. That's just facts. Don't get me talking about other guys that y'all don't want their names mentioned. So we're gonna try to keep it copacetic on this particular show.
But okay, I'm glad you brought that up, though. I'm glad you brought it up, though. But Charlo ain't a pure better boxer than Crawford, and you don't believe that. I know you don't believe that. Charlo ain't a better boxer than Crawford. Pure boxer.
Charlo is currently more accomplished than Crawford. Currently more accomplished.
But Loma's not accomplished. So one rule for one, but one rule not for the other. Loma's not got anything. He has nothing. Currently, he has nothing. Currently, Loma has nothing. He has no belt.
Ain't Lomachenko the greatest amateur fighter of all time?
We said currently. He's Loma in the amateurs.
Bring up amateur fighting.
Is Loma in the amateurs? Is Loma in the amateurs? We said currently.
I'm just saying, you look at accolades, this is a former pound for pound. I mean, reigning, consistent. Not no hot 3 month is Lomar pound for pound? No, Lomar was pound for pound for a hot minute, bro. So even through losses, until he lost the straps.
But you said current. Based on current.
Shane.
You said current. I didn't say current. I didn't say current.
Okay. This is where we can bring it around in a circle. The top 5 is not inked in granite. What it is wipeable marker. Like, you know how you get a kid's the little marker again, you can wipe it away. So my top 3 set though. You ain't getting nobody out of Charlo's situation until they pick up unification or the same amount of straps, and you're a better boxer.
But, and then I'm going to bring it back to you. I have to throw it back to you because this is the game that I'm playing. Crawford is former undisputed.
That former. That's in your youth. That was 20 years ago. Tell me what you're doing now, OG.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a question. And this is me being dead serious. Is Charlo better than Beterbiev?
Big Charlo or little Charlo?
Charlo, who has the 3 belts.
Yeah.
Based on what? The fact that he has 1 more belt.
Accomplishments. Longevity. Your boy just getting into 15, 16 fights. Your boy had like 30.
Cool. This is my point, though. This is my argument. What's better, Jeff, in your opinion? To beat 1 champion for 3 belts, or to beat 2 champions and pick up 1 belt each time and have 2 belts? What's better in your opinion?
Depend on the opponent that had the multiple belts. That's kind of a hard
question. So what's better, Jeff? To beat Rosario and become unified, or to beat Volzik and become unified?
Oh, Lord, you're talking ancient
Volzik because he's the better fighter.
So no, I'm not saying Beterbiev should be in your top 5, but I'm just saying the same.
I was just answering the question.
No, not you. I listened to Blunt.
I missed it. Hold on, what are y'all talking about? I missed it.
We're talking about Charlo being in the top 5. I'm saying the same things that you can use for Charlo, I can use for Beterbiev. I'm not saying Beterbiev should be top 5, but I'm saying you have to. Everybody should be judged to the same standard.
Does Beterbiev currently have 3 belts?
No, he has 2, but he has
unification. Then that's where we separate on your question. Your question is
does Beterbiev have a loss? Does Beterbiev have a loss? Does Beterbiev have a draw?
If Beterbiev had a loss that was avenged, I'm negating the loss. Because if you dismantle the person that you lost to the way you did in the revenge match,
does he have a draw?
Loss don't even matter.
Does Beterbiev have a draw?
A young fighter he might catch a draw in the next fight. He's still a young fighter. He's an old man, but he still has a young fighter's record. So he's still in position. I'm just saying, bro, he cool. He ain't Charlo. He's not a 3-belt unified champion currently. So we rank it champion.
But you ignore the fact that, okay, you said
I never ignored anything.
No, because you said because we're not talking about Crawford's history. You said we're not talking about Crawford's history because that was previously. So let's move Crawford off the table, even though I think if Crawford was undisputed, 1 second, Blunt. Crawford, if you're undisputed, you automatically, in my opinion, should be at least in the top 3 of pound for pound list. Someone has to dethrone you from that pound for pound list, and nobody has surpassed what he's done. So therefore, how is he not in that pound for pound list? That's my point. Someone has to.
You're telling me a dude from that ain't been in that weight class in 8 years should still be recognized on the pound for pound list?
I'm saying that you have to do something to surpass me for me not to be on that list. That's what I'm saying.
I believe he was surpassed when he got 3 belts at his current weight class. He surpassed Bud, in my estimation. He surpassed Bud by currently grabbing 3 belts within the division that he's fighting in.
Unification surpasses undisputed. Is that what we're saying, bro?
If he did it, if Bud did it at 147, there's no question that you edge me in the argument. Bud over Jermell. But currently, Bud has one belt that he's been gladly holding on to for about 5 years now. I don't know. It's still about 7 to 8 years he's had this belt. It's a long time.
Still not surpassed him though, bro. I'm saying, what has he done to surpass him? Unification doesn't surpass him.
Current work, it surpasses old work. Tell me what you've done for me lately. I'm not trying to hear nothing about your one single hit from the 80s and you out here in the streets trying to be hyphy. My dude, beat your feet before somebody rinse you up off the block. You understand what I'm talking about?
It's not like this dude isn't still. Go on, Jeff. Go on.
Vlog. I actually got like a comment / question. So as far as Charlo, basically him having 3 belts is a lot of the argument. Am I correct? That's a lot of the argument.
It's the high part of it based on that. Yeah, it's very high because again, we've labeled them for me on my list. Accomplishments in the ring, current work, current goals accomplished, and what you're doing to do it. I believe Charlo's a very excellent fighter. He got cheated. He should be unified, no doubt about it. Castano was getting beat around the ring. Even if he touched Charlo, he never rocked Charlo the way Charlo was rocking him. How if you as a judge don't witness that and recognize the dude just got rocked? Even though he didn't hit the canvas, I can't give him what he did earlier in the round and he just got rocked. It just got nullified. So the judging is terrible, bro. Very terrible. It continues coming into this year. Don't get me started.
I didn't want to spark that up with you like the Castano fight. I wasn't gonna go there with that because I know your feelings on that. Just as far as the 3 belt thing, I just want to throw this at you. Just let me know if this sways your opinion any.
No.
So okay, so those same couple of belts, right? J-Rock won them from Jared Hurd, right?
Bro.
So hold on, follow me. So at no point did we have Hurd in top 5 status. At no point we had J-Rock in top 5 status, right? So I'm gonna keep going. Rosario beat J-Rock for those same belts. At no point did we have Rosario in that top 5 status because of the belts. So with that being said, what else has Charlo done outside of that Rosario win for you to have him in your top 5?
What you mean? I don't understand why you want me to find some.
You see the ditch and you're trying to avoid it. You see the ditch and you're trying to avoid it.
You want me to look for some as insignificant or some additive to say currently my dude is a unified champion. There's no question about it. There's no prior past deeds, bad deeds. Then you want to go into his opponents. Okay, then we can do that about Canelo, but you ready to put Canelo on your list?
No, this is why I said hold on, Shane, hold on, real quick, Shane, real quick. This is why I asked you the question. I asked you about the 3 belts.
His past deeds were okay.
You said that's the high point.
Let's go with the avenged loss. Let's go with current defenses. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he ain't lost the belt because he's defending them. He just defended against Castellano. He didn't lose.
Okay. So okay.
So my reason why that's a good question, Jeff, is because I have to, and I'm being honest, I have to question the level of opposition.
You have to hate. That's what it's called. What it's called. Everybody in the chat. What Shane is doing right now is called hate, but I'm gonna let him hate.
No, let me tell you why I have to question it. Because J-Rock beat Lara Lara in the unification. His first title defense, he lost. Then J-Rock beat Hurd. In his first title defense, he lost. Then in J-Rock lost to Rosario. Guess what? Rosario's first title defense, he lost. So I have to question how good these opponents are. And then wait. Since then, Harrison hasn't won a fight. J-Rock hasn't won a fight. Hurd hasn't won a fight. So I have to question how good these opponents are, bro. I'm being dead serious.
I'm being dead serious when I say you're not questioning Canelo the same way when you asked Jeff. The whole spark this conversation was, do you have cinnamon in your top 5 in pound for pound and all of this nonsense? And this dude is an admitted juicer. So, bro, you talking about a dude that's been clean his whole career, or at least we haven't heard hide nor hair about any mischievous type of things going on behind the scenes. So, avenge your loss, get belts, and you not deserving to be in a pound for pound ranking on anybody's list, let alone BoxingFirst Vlog is wrong.
I question Canelo's resume all the time. I always question Canelo's resume. You
started this conversation by asking, is he on a pound for pound list?
I asked, if he beats Charlo, where is he on your list? That's what I asked. That was the question I asked. Right? That's the pound for pound list, right? Guess what? If Charlo beats Castano, he's gonna be in my top. He's gonna be in my top 5. It's the same question.
Pound for pound. Oh, okay. So
that's why I'm asking. I didn't say anything about Canelo. I asked the question. If he beats Charlo, where is he in your list? That's what I said. I didn't say he's here.
Yeah, but that started it. It's still the gist of it. It started it. The spark of Canelo, pound for pound, started us where we are right now. So you can add this and say that, you right and I'm wrong. So we both right. We here where we at now, and it does not take Jamel Charlo off a pound for pound list. All of these things y'all saying about what happened before and after he fought these dudes, fine, well, and dandy. What currently is he's a 3-belt holding unified junior middleweight champion of the entire world.
Okay, Blunt. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you one question. If Jeff, you're gonna like this question. If Errol Spence beats Ugas, where's he in your pound for pound list?
Number 4. He's not a better boxer than Jamel to me.
So he's not. So wait, he's not ahead of Jamel.
He's not ahead of Jamel.
You're on drugs. You're on drugs.
The reason why you're
wait. Let me explain why. This will be a dude who won all his belts individually. It wouldn't be a case of him winning a belt against one dude, and that's how he became unified. He won it individually, and he hasn't lost or drawn a fight.
The WBA hasn't been playing games with that belt, and you can pick any fucking fighter that you really want to say. But Beterbiev is the damn champ if you really want to get technical about it. Is he not? So, I mean, I think it's unaccomplished for Spence to just move him past a dude that has already had his 3 belts.
But he's gonna move past the dude with 2 asterisks. He's gonna move past the dude with a loss and a draw.
That's nothing wrong. Some of the greatest fighters in boxing history have losses. We're not saying, oh, well, they're not great because they lost. We're not. You're trying to use. Hold up. You're trying to use the fact that he doesn't deserve to be on the pound for pound list because he has a loss. Lomachenko had a loss. He was on the pound for pound list before the second loss to Teofimo. So come on, bro.
I was saying this in response to Errol Spence, in comparison to Errol Spence.
That's my point exactly. So I brought up the Lomachenko situation. It all rounded into what people in the chat definitely understand.
My pound for pound number 1, though. He was never my pound for pound number 1. So it didn't make a difference. He was never my pound for pound number 1.
Lomachenko was a lot of people's pound for pound number 1.
Lomachenko,
but he was never. Jeff, you know he was never mine.
I know. I'm just saying.
He was never mine.
I believe you.
I know.
But he wasn't on your list.
He was on my list, but the reason why I held him in contempt against Crawford and Usyk was because he lost, and he didn't avenge that loss. Charlo did avenge that loss, but Errol's prevention is better than cure for me, bro. I'd rather you don't lose in the first place. And YSM, bro, I feel like to cry right now because I know you called me. I can't believe I didn't pick up, bro. I can't believe. I'm so upset, bro. Next time you're with Cool Boy, just wow.
Hold on, I gotta get these comments real quick.
Hey, let me, before you do that, Jeff, I just want to say I'm totally upset at both of y'all, and I'm gonna take a time out because I need to get my mind right. This Charlo talk has upset me. I'm just perturbed. So I'll be back.
Get a drink. Get a drink.
It's all
Get
up.
a drink.
So I was getting ready to say that's equivalent to he got to roll up another blunt. He'll be back in 5 minutes. Hold on. I gotta find my police. Nathan Carey said Lemieux was a faded star that never was. The problem with boxing now is that guys get pushed too quickly, and bad matchmaking can ruin careers before they get started. Well, pushed too quickly and bad matchmaking go hand in hand, and that can happen with veteran fighters or guys on the come up. Bernard Hopkins said it best from a 2007 interview. Second Ezra said Plant doesn't have a high boxing IQ. I just think he doesn't maximize his physical talents enough, me personally. Nathan Carey, etc., Joshua, George Groves, Frazier, Nathan, Canelo, number one with the help of selective matchmaking. But the thing is, though, you got to be good enough for that selective matchmaking, too.
Exactly. That's a fact.
He said, and bad meat. That's true. Jera Lopez 01, big shout out to you, family. Said Canelo started professional boxing at 15 years old. He fought 26-year-old fighters when he was 16 years old, got experience facing bigger and stronger fighters. Listen, nobody's disrespecting this come up, no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? Second, Ezra Spence was coming off of a layoff, and we have to consider the car accident. That's what I told Blunt. Second, Ezra, I don't believe Loma shoulder injury was that serious. Loma was embarrassed because of the loss to Teofimo. Second, Ezra, I'm gonna disagree with that because he got that surgery Monday. He fought Saturday, he got the surgery Monday. Adrian Blunt Bayless at his finest. Yeah, Blunt in rare form today. Vlog has to be trolling at this point. He's not trolling. That's what Big Sim Blunt Bayless. He is not trolling. I had Cool Boy with me, and I told him I was calling his number one fan, and he didn't pick up.
Bro, I feel like
damn, Shane, you
YSM,
out, bro.
And Jeff, it was when I was on the phone with you, bro.
Oh,
it was when I was on the phone with you, and YSM called me.
Man,
I'm so annoyed.
Hey, yo, you picked me over Cool Boy Steph, man. I feel special, bro.
No, I didn't know, bro. I didn't know it was Steph on the phone, bro.
Hey, man, I feel special, bro. He picked me over Cool Boy, man. That's the
YSM, you have to hook that up somehow, bro. You have to hook that up. Somehow, some way, shape, or form. You have to hook that up, bro. I need to congratulate that dude.
Actually, Cool Boy is real cool with my cousin, and I just found that out like a week ago. He's cool with my cousin, like so.
Is Cool Boy your pound for pound?
He will be if he unified.
Definitely. I mean, not currently, not my pound for pound top 10, but he's close. He's about 11, 12.
Yeah, he's
Let's hope that response do not get you the future return call.
Cool Boy could never ever say that.
Yeah, YSL may not. May not make it happen.
Wait. The reason why that could never work is I flew from the UK during an epidemic all the way, or pandemic, or whatever you want to call it, all the way to Philly to see this dude. So the fact that I did that and the nigga wasn't even there, he owes this to me. I was willing to watch this dude fight. I came all the way from the UK like I was watching Anthony Joshua or Fury, and I came to watch this dude, and he wasn't even here. And the fact that that's a fact.
Was when I went to the gym with YSM, he was there for that, and that was my first time seeing him. Like
I know.
And the thing is, bro, I FaceTimed you that time, and you didn't answer the phone.
Oh,
I FaceTimed you that time. So YSM is not even. Listen, YSM is not even the first person to try to contact you with Cool Boy. I was actually the first person.
Hey, that nigga need an earpiece like an old nigga. Get him an earpiece.
Yeah. He need one of them Johns that loop around your ear.
Yeah, he
Like,
need.
yeah. I think the thing that's crazy is, hold on. He said he's in my pound for pound right now.
Fair enough. I can understand that.
He said, I hear Jamil Parker is in witness protection.
What?
Jamil Parker be in these streets. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about,
He
bro.
be deep in the streets.
He's deep.
So here's the thing though. Like the thing with Cool Boy is if he wins this unification fight, right? I always feel like he's not gonna get the credit he deserves.
Because he's small.
Not only because he's small, but because we just in Philly, we kind of just in this Boots era. Like we're kind of just in this Boots era.
Can I tell you what the move is that'll put will launch this dude straight into the Hall of Fame?
What's that? Shakur.
Yes, if they can make that fight happen and he can accomplish that, and that's a lead for everybody in the chat. My next article, 2022, where we get to see that historical event in boxing, which we haven't seen.
That fight is a big jump, though, Blunt.
I'm just saying, no, bro, that's not per se. I'm just using that fight as an example for my article for everybody, that tap in with the next article coming out.
What about Gary Russell, Blunt? What about Gary Russell?
What do you mean? What about him? We was talking history and we brought up a name. Are you bringing him into that equation?
No, I'm saying, what if Fulton beat Gary Russell? I think Shakur's a little bit.
I mean, no. I don't think that's not an accomplishment towards him. Definitely being pound for pound or making good leaps towards getting on a pound for pound list. I think that leap in itself should get him pound for pound talk. But I think more historical because of it's a 2-division situation.
No, it's definitely more historical. I just think it's real hard. I mean, that's gonna be real hard to do, bro.
That's Philly, baby. We pull off the impossible in the city. So I'm just telling you.
I ain't seen much impossible in Philly recently. I'm not gonna lie, but continue.
Hey,
hold on. Ruslan Chikayev versus Dave Allen, February 7th. Is that's true?
I hope that ain't true.
Dave Allen coming back? I honestly don't want to see him fight, yo.
I don't want to see Chikayev fight neither, bro. That dude got knocked out by Lucas Brown. I don't want to see that dude fight, bro. Are you crazy? No, I don't want to see that.
I was thinking more Dave Allen because of the health thing and all that.
I don't want to see neither of them fight.
I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them fight, man. Like that's just something I don't want to.
I think Ruslan Chikayev's older than Blunt as well.
God damn,
Shane.
Damn. God damn, nigga. Bow, nigga.
Hey. Shane's still steaming about that Cool Boy thing, man. He strike 2 on the Cool Boy thing, man, for sure, man. But the thing is crazy. Like since you mentioned Gary Russell is so ice cold in these streets, yo. He fights this weekend.
I know.
Nobody's talking about it.
Hold up. That's because it's a major upset possibility, bro. This
We're putting that on the site.
Please put it on the site.
Yeah, put it on.
I'm just saying.
We need some type of activity on the site.
Bro, I didn't want to put nothing on the site and they got cancelled because the 2 fights I put on, they both got cancelled. So
yeah. Hold on. And ain't Joe Smith? They found a replacement for Joe Smith too.
What's his name? Grifford?
Yeah.
How you pronounce his last name?
I forgot his last name.
Who's last name?
Joe Smith opponent?
Yeah, Garrard or Grifford or something like that.
Who's fighting Joe Smith?
Garrard or Grifford?
I forgot his name. Yeah, I forgot his name. They found a replacement for him. It's probably a non-title fight though.
Right.
It is for the title. It's still for the title. It's still for the belt.
I talked to the plug. He was like, it was supposed to be a non-title fight because it was on 8 days' notice.
This is where they fucked up at. This is the time if you find out if you got a star in Abraham Nova. This is where you still let the card go on. It's a bunch of 6-rounders on it, and you find out if Abraham Nova is a real deal at 130, can pull a crowd. Like you let the card go on. Don't I mean, I don't know about the feeling, and it's not for a title, bro. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Can I ask you a question? Who wins, Nova or Ford right now?
Who? Raymond Ford?
Nova.
Ford beats Nova right now.
You're tripping. That body work is devastating.
I got a quarter on Raymond Ford right now.
I got a quarter on Nova. And
I'm
not gonna lie. I like Raymond Ford, bro. I really
Ford,
like him.
he beats Nova. He beats Nova as far as I'm concerned.
And he's from
hold on, hey,
He's from Philly, Blunt.
Who? No, he's from Jersey. From Jersey.
Oh.
He be parading around in Philly though. Yo, you taking anything on the game tonight, bro?
I like Alabama.
I was thinking about putting a major coin on Bama too. I'm still debating.
Yeah,
and I'm talking like major coin.
How much is major?
My regulars is 100 a bet. That's my regular.
That's a unit.
That's a unit. So I'm talking at least.
I'm gonna put a quote on them. That's about all I got left. I took an ass whooping yesterday.
I'm putting it at least 3 to 4 units.
Wow. In England, we would say you should put a monkey. A monkey is 500.
I might put a 5. I might put a Curious George on it. I don't know. I'll send you something if I hit it though.
Man,
I'll send you something if I hit it though.
Put some of that super chat money on that shit. Y'all hit that super chat too, man. I know y'all.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Yeah. Hey, hold on. I gotta address this, yo. Nathan Carey. I do understand the situation with YSM Sports Media. Just
what?
You know,
what
here.
Situation?
I had to talk to you about that off camera.
YSM
just
family, bro.
let's well, that's how I know about it. I know y'all had y'all situation between y'all two before Shane came along, I came along, anything like that. Just, you know, on here, you know, we just gonna keep it, you know, like we usually do. We just gonna keep it boxing at the end of the day. Like, so we're not saying not to feel some type of way about whatever. You know what I mean? It's just we don't want that type of energy. Yeah. But we're not saying, hey, don't feel no type of way or whatever. I'm like, you have your feelings for a reason. So I just wanted to get that out there, bro, because I know you
public service announcement.
Yeah, public service announcement.
And the truth is, bro, for either side, I don't know the circumstances for either side. We can speak and I can speak and vouch for Kerry and YSM, but I don't know you guys' situation, so I'd rather just
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just that was just y'all had a sidebar thing. I understand that, you know what I'm saying. It was just, you know, when we coming up in here, man, we just gonna keep it being, keep it boxing.
Speaking of that, guess who hit me up? It's different, the tangent, Jeff. Guess who hit me up this week?
Who?
Your best friend.
Oh, Ngabu?
No, bro. Your best friend.
Who's my best friend?
He's from Iowa.
Oh, Big Tree?
No, man.
Oh, Mike?
Yeah.
What happened? What's wrong? Man, Mike, man, y'all leave Big Mike alone, man.
I talk to Mike. I don't know. It's between him and Jeff, bro.
Listen. I'm gonna say this live on camera, and I hope he's listening, bro. I only want one thing from you, one thing, and it's not an apology. One thing, bro. You give me this one thing, and me and you are Gucci. We good. And I'm not the type of dude where one thing go wrong and it's just a wrap. One thing, that's it. My number ain't changed. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he trying to get you to interview him?
No, bro. He was talking about the fantasy league. He said he wanted to join the league, but he said you blocked him. I'm like, bro, Jeff can't block you from the league. I
can't block you from a website.
I'm telling this guy that no, bro. I know how Jeff is. I'm like, bro.
we
When
gotta
that? You can't tell me.
we gotta listen. Mike Patterson, you got my number. We need to have a grown man conversation, and that's all I ask.
The
We
dude said to me, bro, if me and Cruz Hitman Stewart went in the league, we would win that 500
I'm
easy.
cool with listen. I'm cool with that. I'm
I
cool with that.
said,
All
bro,
that talk,
you
all
don't
that
know
smoke.
enough about boxing to win.
Listen,
That's what I said to
I'm
him.
cool. Listen, I'm cool with all that vlog. I've talked to vlog off camera. Shane, I've talked to you off camera. I done talked to everybody else off camera. Tree, Jay, Chino, all them dudes, yo. I've said the same thing to everybody. I said I want one thing from this dude, and we right back to where we was at. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm real plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? But that's hilarious though. Like that's
Hey,
hilarious.
you know anything about the McKinnison clan over there, Brody?
You mean,
Oh, hold on, vlog. Tell Shane the
I'm asking
story because he
Shane.
don't
Yeah,
know.
no, that's
Tell
why
him
I
the
laid
story.
out. That's
Yes,
why I
sir.
laid the question out. Do you got any link on any McKinnisons out that way? You know anything about that fighting team, the family, anything like that?
you mean the dude that's about to fight Virgil?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, well, there's some dude that dove in the chat when I did the little video breakdown. You know, just call it the way I do. You know, I keep everything copacetic, no disrespect. The boy was in the chat talking to me like I came over there and slapped their mama or something and shit, man. So I'm just trying to figure out like what's with the hate because his cousin about to get his ass whooped. Maybe you could reach him.
Bro, I wouldn't even sweat that, bro.
No, I just
Brit,
find it interesting that you
Brit,
try to defend your
British
family
fans,
member in my chat. You can't
British
defend them in the chat, bro.
Bro, British fans talk the most trash. Bro, Jeff, you remember that dude that was telling me about Liam Williams and Jet Blunt? This dude was riding so hard for Liam Williams against Andrade. I said, bro, I put a grand on it right now. I said, I'll wire someone 1,000 English sterling pounds, and you wire them that same £1,000 right now. He said to me, bro, I wasn't serious. I'm like, bro, here's my Instagram. Message me right. He was talking. He was saying all the insults, all the if I see you, all of that. I don't really. I was like, bro, bet me £1,000 right now, 1,000 English sterling right now, and he didn't do it. So, bro, I would even sweat it if he believes that much in the dude. I'll bet him myself. I'll bet him a
And,
1,000
and
English
on
pounds
top of
that
that, and on top
Virgil
of that,
season.
yo, and on top of that, yo, he blocked Shane, yo. He
Hey,
blocked
And
him.
he came at me
And
first.
he came in Shane first. He came
I
in
didn't even
Shane
know who
first,
this guy
yo.
was. Me and Jeff done an interview with um Ngabu because Ngabu's in the same camp. And we posted the interview. And he was like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking. He was just coming at me like for no reason. I don't even know who this dude was. But I'll say this, Blunt. See the same dude that's defending Mickinson. I'll bet him £1,000 as well. I got a full 1,000. I got a full
man,
1,000 to bet that Virgil Ortiz wins that fight. I got a full
man.
1,000.
Hey, I told him like this in the chat, basically, homie. I'll lay down all the guns if that boy pull off that goddamn video. Like, I won't never touch another hammer a day in my life if this dude pull that shit off, bro. So that means I'm defenseless out here in these streets because I'm an old dude. I ain't moving around no traffic like that. You feel me? So a nigga, I'm just saying, bro, that's how confident I am. Like I ain't never laying down the hammers. I've been carrying them since the 80s. So imagine me really stopping to do that right now in this day and era. Like my dude, he's not gonna win. Why are you so just outrageously disrespectful in the chat? And I kept it real, cordial as possible with him. Like, the name calling and all that. I'm too old for all that. But it's just interesting how serious people really go for their guys like that. And I get it because we be on here and we kind of go back and forth. But I'm not finna like be disrespectful behind a defense of a fighter, like the way other fans do and other supporters do. So it's just a line I think we don't need to cross in boxing, though, to keep everything copacetic as we were speaking on earlier.
But you know what, bro? It's so many. It's a testament to what we have built. Because there's been very few times I can count them on one hand when someone's came in here and just been downright just disrespectful. Like I count it on one hand. You know what I mean? And there's so many platforms that either allow it and have people thinking that it's okay, or people just block people so much that they don't even get there. Like they just don't talk, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a testament to what we've done, for sure. But a shame when Vlog hit my line about that, right? I said, bro, that's a credit to you, because I said out of all the channels and all the videos that's probably been done on Virgil Ortiz and McKinson, he took, and then he said Vlog had a small time channel. I said, but you taking a piece out of your small time schedule for you to go address somebody with a small channel.
The
I
next
never
level.
understood. I never understood that, yo. Like I never understood that. I'm like, you're taking time to go address this man. You know what I mean? Like you taking time to go address this man. Like, but he's small though.
Again, and like I said in the video, y'all want to take a tap into it. We up to about 200 and something views. That's real good for a small time channel like myself. It's a good video. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't disrespect McKinson. I just don't think he has the power to be a factor against a mauler the way Virgil Ortiz is. Virgil Ortiz is not a top-notch boxer. He's not going to cut the ring off, and he's not doing any bobbing and weaving and all of this super spectacular things that make us think elite. But when you talk about a grinder, somebody that's going to turn you into powder, turn you into dust, he's that guy, bro. He gonna walk you down. He gonna find a way to get off. And if you don't have the power to keep him off you, you're in trouble. So,
hey, Vlog, correct me if I'm wrong. McKinson has very few knockouts. Very few. Two out of 20-something fights.
Two.
So even if you are a McKinson fan, right? You just being realistic. Like you have to be realistic. Someone that is of Ortiz stature, just somebody that has two knockouts, two out of what, 20-something fights? It's like 20-something fights, right, Shane?
Yeah.
20-something fights. Yeah. So let's just say if he had like 13 fights and he had like two KOs, and I watched all his fights, and I'll be like, you know what? He only got 2 KOs, but dudes don't just be running up on him and just be, you know what I'm saying, just be taking his lunch money. You know what I'm saying? But the thing with McKinson is so awkward. He's so awkward. Like a lot of guys don't walk him down because he's just awkward as hell. Once Virgil Ortiz gets the distance down, which will probably take him about 2 to 3 rounds. Once that happens, it's a wrap, because he's not going to be able to keep Virgil off of him. That's the point. And that's what Congo went wrong. Has he fought since then, Shane?
Congo hasn't fought since then, but he's just signed a massive deal with Sky. Sky just signed him up on a massive deal last week.
He can come sign over here with G5 Jeff TV too, because we was trying to get that man on before that fight, and we was trying to get him on after the fight. He act like he don't want to read no messages, man. Like, listen, when we launch, when we getting ready to launch, it's certain guys where I'm just like, yo, drawing a line.
Jeff, I want to address Terry's comment.
Go ahead.
He said, guys, my podcast team would like to come on the show. You knew Archie more. But, bro, you could just let him watch the live and come in the comment section. Like, we kind of don't really just send dudes straight off the street on the show. If they come in the comments, then that's cool. But not just straight off.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, as far as you, Nathan, we can work on something tomorrow, because we're not gonna be on here much longer. I got a big. I might have to put a Curious George up on his Bama game. I got to get ready for that. So we might be able to do something tomorrow. As far as your podcast, I'm trying to think. What's your put your channel down, or maybe the people that's actually on your team. Because what we do, bro, is like we like to just like individually get to know whoever's tapping in with us. Like we're all about interaction at the end of the day. So we understand that's your podcast team, but we would like to know who your podcast team is. What's their names? Who their favorite fighters? All that. What do they like to do? And then if they talking the stuff we like to hear, we can jump over on y'all joint too. You know what I'm saying? Because we all about just branching out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like McKinson is not. Yeah, 2 knockouts is not going to do it. Like a vlog. So if McKinson so if Caleb Plant is not knocking anybody out past 8th grade, what is McKinson doing? You on mute, baby.
5th, 6th grade elementary school. Last time he did some damage in these streets. So just saying, bro.
I will say this though. I will say this in McKinson's defense. Jeff is right. He's very awkward, but he does get knockdowns. You know, he does get quite a few.
He does. But the ones that I've seen, is guys have been caught off guard.
Majority of the time, it's a dude who's over. Like he does this, and Jeff said this before the fight as well. He does this real good. When you throw a punch and you put all your weight into a shot and you try to smother the work, you overcompensate on your front foot. He's very good at hitting you, and you lose stability. Kind of like how Zab, yeah, kind of like how Zab got dropped against Floyd, where how Floyd got dropped against Zab. It wasn't really the fact that he got hurt, or how Porter got dropped against Spence. It wasn't the fact that he got hurt. It's just he's already put so much weight into a punch that he's lost his equilibrium already. And once he gets hit, the punch just kind of tips the scales over.
Yeah, it don't.
Virgil is a way cleaner stalker than what you're saying. He doesn't punch over his body.
No, I'm not saying that Virgil does. I'm
just saying for anybody that may be a McKinnon supporter and think this is a moment to say, let me go bet my Cardinal money on this dude.
Yeah.
He's not gonna pull off a Kiko Martinez. Kiko, through the 10 losses, been in deep waters. McKinnon has never been in anything such as the caliber of this dude, who is a monster and should have been a dude given credit.
You know what's crazy?
Hold on, let me finish. He should have been a youngster given flowers for taking the fight. He could be somebody begging for a title fight right now. He could say, I'm gonna sit back and play. I got a contract, whoop-de-whoop. But he said, no, I'm gonna fight. I'm willing to defend my status as a mandatory. So credit should be given where it's due. That's for the WBO. This is for your boy Crawford. So we got to give him credit.
Yes, I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah, this is how styles make fights. You know, I actually feel like Chris Kongo would have been a much harder fight for Virgil than Mickinson. Even though Mickinson beat Kongo, I just think he would have just been a much harder fight because Chris Kongo's massive. He's just so much bigger than him. And he's just he's so fast. And someone who has good footwork as well as size and power, because Kongo's got 12 knockouts in 14 fights or something like that. I just think he would have been a harder fight than Mickinson. I'm not saying he would have beat Virgil. I just think stylistically he would have been a harder fight.
Kongo, it takes a guy that's a clean fighter like Kongo, give himself a legit shot against Virgil, because you're gonna have to mix it up with Virgil. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to my baby Ashley's Corner. Big shout out to you. What's going on with you? I know you probably at work getting it.
She's probably upset that the fantasy leagues, none of the fights happened, because she's been on a run. She's picked up the most points in the last like 3-4.
Yeah, she on a nice ass run right now, like for sure. Nathan, we can probably work something out tomorrow. I'll see your comment. Hold on. See, I knew it. See, she at work. Ashley be getting to the cheddar. You know what I'm saying? Definitely be getting to the cheddar. When is that Virgil Ortiz McKinson fight?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
You have any idea?
Hold on, bro. Let me get right to you right now before you get the thinking I don't be on my 1-2. Hold on. I think it's in February.
I want to
Don't
say
let
the
me get the
5th.
line.
I want to say the 5th. Is it the 5th?
Nah, I don't think it's on that day. Hold on, man. Where my damn Google at, bro? Hold on, give me a second. Y'all continue bumping y'all gums and
Yeah.
let me get this information.
So, yeah, like, yeah, Virgil Ortiz. I to be honest with you, that shouldn't go 6 rounds. I'm gonna keep it a bean. That shouldn't go 6 against McKinson. Like it just shouldn't go 6. It should take him 2 rounds to figure out the distance, and then it should just be on all out assault afterwards. Like, because he can't do anything to keep him off of him. So there's no reason for Virgil Ortiz to be trying to figure things out. Like, you just go in there and just go hunt your man down. Like, you know what I mean? Ashley.
It's at March 19th.
March 19th. Fair enough. Have y'all have any thoughts to the battle of the Jose's? LOL. Ramirez Pedraza. And this is how you know. Ashley,
let me answer.
Go ahead. Yes.
Let me answer.
Yes, sir. Yes.
All I can say is this: Jose will win.
Yo, that's better than any bet he done put on the website. I'll tell you that much, boy.
hey, I'm in the running. I'm treading. I'm backstroking, baby.
That is actually a potential banana skin for Ramirez.
Oh man, I like that fight though.
Sniper nice.
It's a real good fight.
He been looking sharp.
It's
He been
a
looking
really,
sharp.
It's a
really
real
good
good fight. It's a real good fight. I just
My
think
man said the one thing I can tell you is Jose wins.
I think Pedraza's got the punch power, and after I see the vulnerabilities that Ramirez showed against Taylor in terms of punch resistance, I really feel like he might call, like, the last 2 fights Ramirez had. Even the postal fight, he wasn't that good. I think, and I'm not even gonna lie, I say this right now, because his fighting style, he takes a lot of risks. He comes forward. I can see Pedraza winning it, but
yeah,
I can
who you
also
like
see
in that
Ramirez
fight?
win.
I actually like Pedraza in the fight. I actually like Pedraza. And the thing is, the thing about Pedraza that I like, and he don't get enough credit for being competitive in that Lomachenko fight too. He did a lot better than a lot of people thought he was going to in that Loma fight. The thing about Pedraza that I like, his punch variety is real. Is gotten a lot better since the Tank loss.
I think
His punch
Zepeda
variety is nice.
I think Zepeda knocks out Ramirez.
Oh, that's a big statement, bro.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
Ramirez has looked real bad in his last 2 fights,
You
and
think
he's getting
Zepeda
hit
knocked
much
him
more
out?
often.
That's
Let me
saying a
say
lot.
this, Jeff. Let me say this about Ramirez.
Yes, sir.
For him to have a big name at 140, he's not the most defensively solid elite fighter or name fighter at 140. Pro Graves is a better defensive fighter. There are a lot of better defensive fighters that haven't had a chance to get a world title at 140, and he definitely is subject to being sniped by a dude nicknamed the Sniper. Grind him out. I say 8 rounds. That one's over.
You're forgetting this dude's punch resistance isn't what it used to be. Like, I mean, he looked bad against Postal, and then he looked even worse against Taylor.
Hold on. Ashley said, what that mean, Shane?
Banana skin. That's what she meant. Banana. You guys know what banana skin means?
It's a slippery fight.
Basically, he got the church shoes on and his oil on the floor.
Yeah, he got church shoes on the hardwood floor. Yeah, we got it. Ashley's corner. I think Ramirez will win, but I like Pedraza. I think Pedraza. You know what Pedraza would need to do to win that fight? He needs to pick the right times to be the counterpuncher. If he can do that, I think he can win this fight clean. I think he can win this fight clean.
Him being the Sniper is part of counterpunching. That moniker you counter punch, you also selectively punch on the front foot. So
No,
him being
I
sharp
know,
is the most accurate. Him sticking to his
I,
moniker to me.
I know Ramirez beat Zepeda, but I'm just saying, based on form, I think Zepeda can knock out Ramirez.
I don't
Based
know
on
about that.
form.
I don't know if I'm signing up for that. I don't know if I'm signing up for that. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying it's not possible. I don't know if I'm ready to sign up for that. Yeah, I got to think about that.
I mean, I that's going to be a hard one to pick on the site because I'm not going to lie. Part of me does like Pedraza. I won't lie to you. I'm about 55-45.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be real tough, yo.
I'm
Real tough.
more 65-35 myself.
For Pedraza, that's a big number, bro.
I'm laying the money on it, so I already got a parlay in with them on it.
When is it?
That's supposed that. God dang, y'all got me doing homework over here, Jeff. You post something up. My shit running slow.
What am I looking up?
Pedraza, the Jose's. Actually just dropped a video on it too, and it was an excellent breakdown too. Shout out to baby girl for her work that she's doing.
I gotta check that video out. She just dropped it.
Yeah, that was like
she just dropped it
Sunday. I got the notification Sunday.
I gotta check my notifications because I'm not getting them. Hold on. Ashley said Pedraza lost a 10-round UD to Zepeda. Yeah. Jay Banks in the building. Big shout out to Jay Banks. Hold on. If Pedraza wins that fight, are y'all okay with him getting a title fight?
Well, the belts are gonna get fragmented at some point, so I think.
No, I'm saying if Taylor stays.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's one of the opponents that Taylor hasn't fought before. I mean, Taylor's fought a lot of these at 140, so.
Okay, now we talking. Again, this leads right into the work I've been laying out for the people on the channel. So I hope y'all tapping in. I spoke on Taylor and his disdain for Teofimo moving up. He already said he wasn't a unified champ. I disagree with that. He said that he wasn't front line for that 140 strap situation, unification, whether it be one belt, two belts, whatever. He never even thought of it as the headline scenario. My dude, you're at 140. It's not the biggest name of divisions. Are you strictly going to only work with Top Rank? Then you're working with one of their biggest boxers still. He's still under contract with Bob. So I just disagree with his positioning on Teofimo being that lead guy for next opportunity at the belts after Cantriell or Conintel or Cointel Pro or whatever that dude name is that's fighting here coming up.
I will say this, bro. In fact, Ashley said I think Josh is gonna move up. I thought he was gonna move up, but now Crawford is not with Bob anymore. It kind of don't really make sense because who is he gonna fight? He's just gonna be in the same position Crawford was in. At least Crawford had a belt. I mean, he's gonna have no belt, and he's gonna have no fights at 147. At least he's got big fights at 140. You know, he can still run it back with Prograis. That's a good fight. As Blunt said, the Teofimo fight. He can fight Zepeda. He could fight Pedraza. You know, these are fights.
The point of my video was the only money fight is Teofimo. So if you plan to move, why not get a bag as unified? Fight Teofimo and beat a dude coming off a loss. So you're talking reckless as if you have no respect for this dude. And I think that's bad as a unified champion who is in an entertainment business and you're looking for a payday, bro. I mean, I like Montana Love, but he's not a payday. I like Liam Peru, Blood Gang, whatever dude last name is from Shane, the dude that just won. That was a good fight too. But no disrespect to him. I don't really remember how to pronounce his last name, but it's Paro. Liam. I just said his first name. I know Liam because that's the homie Beefy name. I know Liam.
You mean the dude that
don't he got a fight coming out, Beefy?
Yeah, you got
A
a big fight
beefy
coming
dude.
up as well.
But the dude
Hold on,
that
no,
did
don't he fight Jesse Vargas?
Yeah, him versus Vargas.
Beefy getting his ass spanked, yo.
I actually think Liam Williams beats
you
Vargas.
are tripping, Jeff.
No, I wanted to see blunt face, yo.
I was about to say, bro.
I wanted to see blunt face.
I think Smith beats Vargas.
No, I
But
said that strictly to see blunt face.
yeah, but Pyro is a good guy that's recognized for him winning and
Who's
earning
the dude
a
that
WBO
just
opportunity.
beat Hank Lundy? That's the dude I would like to see get a shot as well. Who's that dude that just knocked out Hank Lundy? What's it? And he's a British fighter as well. I can't remember his name. Just beat
Dude,
Hank
I
Lundy.
gotta look it up.
that was terrible, but he's not the guy because the guy Pyro in his situation with him and both guys having international straps and regional continental type of straps, they earned the WBO opportunity from that fight.
Robbie Davies.
Robbie Davis. That's it. Robbie Davis.
Yeah,
Stop, bro. None of them fights are the bag.
No,
I'm not saying that. We're not saying that.
I'm not saying a bag, bro. I'm just saying the names at 147 in general. I'm just saying names.
I'm going against what your champion, what your unified champion said, that Teofimo should not be recognized, should stand in line. What line, bro? He is the head of the line.
Bro, I mean, like, he didn't speak that highly about Tank neither. When Tank was at 140 and Tank was a bag as well. So,
but we already knew he was going to be the B side, and he didn't want to be the B side as the champion. We already knew why you would speak that way. You're speaking in defense of your position.
No, I mean when we're talking, because you brought up the point of him not being unified champion and him basically talking down about Teofimo Lopez and basically making him sound insignificant. That's the same thing Taylor done with Tank. So I'm not surprised when I see it because
Tank is guilty of that too, though.
Tank
be talking down on people like he don't like 500K.
I mean, I want to see Prograde get his rematch, bro. That's what I want to see, bro.
Well, all right, he signed with Pro Bellum. Is that a good link to a rematch situation?
Nope.
That's my point exactly. So why are you talking down against the lead bag? You've already done work with Top Rank. You good. You fight it. You possibly could maybe try to get a bag with the winner of the Jose fight, but that's a rematch. So that's not going to work when it comes to bringing in.
Not if Pedraza wins, though. Not if Pedraza wins.
That's my point. See, but that's a 50-50 thing because the fight hasn't happened yet. We get upsets in boxing all the time. I just lost with the dude Otar Aronosian this past weekend. He killed a lovely card. I'm talking about nice little bit of play around money, go to the club or something and toss a couple of dollars, you feel me? But nothing too serious, but still, it's an upset to me because he beat Sterling Castellano and tapped in on that. It was an ugly fight, man. But boxing is crazy right now, bro. We already got bad judging and bad refereeing going on. I wouldn't say bad judging so far, but definitely bad refereeing so far. So
we got bad everything because all of these fights are getting cancelled. Well, not all of the fights, but fights are getting cancelled.
February 5th gonna really be the start of the year per se. February 5th really gonna be that bad.
I mean, who's fighting on that day again?
Everybody.
Eubanks fighting on that day. Eubank versus Liam Williams is fighting on that day. Who else is fighting?
You on mute, fool. Jeff, you on mute.
I got you. My bad. Did we miss this question? T.O. versus Zepeda? I like that fight. Yeah, I like that fight.
I don't think T.O. deserves that fight. I think T.O. is a former champion that deserves a shot at Undisputed.
Nah, bro.
What?
No way.
Why would you take a fight against a dude who's 50-50 in his last two fights?
Bro, he would be going the same route Lomachenko's going. Lomachenko ain't come off a loss to come back and get a unification fight. So why Teofimo gonna be able to?
Again,
in a different weight class.
In a different weight class.
Hold up. I dropped in on that one too, and I already gave him some names. and we talked about the pizza dude being a good sign for him. So he's just in a stay busy sort of situation. Teofimo being recently undisputed isn't in a stay busy situation.
Yo, he said
He's a hot commodity. I'm just
so
saying.
you're saying, hold on. Let me make sure I got this correct. So you're saying that Teofimo Zepeda doesn't deserve a Teofimo fight?
I think Teofimo doesn't deserve a Zepeda fight. I think
he deserves a bigger fight. He deserves a bigger fight than Zepeda.
The winner of COINTELPRO and Josh Taylor.
Catchroll, bro. Catchroll.
What did you just say? I don't even want to know what you just said, bro. It was about 6 syllables in that. I don't even want to know. Hold on.
Whatever, man.
Ashley's Corner, you right. Josh should wait until they done at 147 before moving up so he can get a title fight. The thing is, though, he should stay at 140 because there's nothing for him at 147.
That's what I literally just said when we went.
That's all
I said what you said. I literally just said that.
That's all out. He said, I think Josh just doesn't like T.O. as a person. It might be something. He said, so Josh being petty. Edgar Berlanga fighting Steve Rolls.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
He is fighting Steve Rolls.
I don't want to see that fight.
I think Zepeda is ranked high. I think he top 5, right? He top
He
5, right?
He should be
top 5. Yeah. They was just talking Bud versus Zepeda.
What? That will never happen. That will never happen.
He's way bigger than Zepeda.
And Zepeda's Bud's not working with Top Rank anymore, so I don't know how that's gonna work.
That was I think that was old talk though. That was old talk before that Sean fight. I think if T.O. gets past Zepeda, they might give him the winner of the Jose's. Listen, I
wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind that
though. Standing for that, bro. He is not standing for that. He's the new Bud. He's the marquee of the whole joint. He's the biggest fighter Top Rank got right now. He's bigger than Shakur Stevenson. I don't know. I think he's who else they got? They got Jared Anderson. I still think he's a
Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury is more of an
Mr.
international
Shenanigans. Mr. Shenanigans.
I mean, yeah. So I mean, I think that's a different feel. I'm coming from a home base where the big star launchers from here in the U.S. So as far as U.S., I think he's the biggest star they got, and I don't see why they would force him to fight a guy that still almost kind of prove itself. Because Jose Fargas was not that good if he had to get knocked out like that. So I think that was a proof.
Jeff was picking him, which I don't know what Jeff was smoking.
Again, Jeff had he had the mix. He had the brown and the white going together.
Yo, that was probably the biggest I mean, he made me look horrible, bro.
Nah, bro. Jeff, I remember Blunt's L. I remember when Blunt when Kaunaki lost, Jagba lost, Wilder lost. This nigga was just taking L's the whole damn day.
Yeah, Vlog took a whole night full of losses. At least mine was just one joint. Hold on.
Hey, I'll say this: none of their brothers cried.
That's a fact. I was looking for the casket, man. I seen him crying. I said, "Damn, where the casket at?" Ashley said, "Bigger than Loma." T.O. bigger than Loma as far as the bag.
Yes. Loma's too international. He's known to the hardcores like us. The casuals, I think T is more of a casual. He fits in that lower tier of the 4 kings, as they call them. I think, you know what I'm saying? I think he just that 4th king, That's my opinion of his bag ranking.
You think he's the 4th king?
To this day. The 4th king
in the bag ranking. They said the 4 kings of 135 before he lost the belt. They were calling him.
I see you saying.
Would you still throw Ryan Garcia in that?
As far as the bag, I'm only going the bag. I think Ryan still is the bag when it comes to 135.
That's a
There's
fact. That's
big
a
fight
fact.
coming back.
That's a fact.
Listen, he had every white girl with fake titties in the stands in the Luke Campbell fight. All the artificial titty hoes is out there
Hey,
behind.
but they wouldn't have been mad to leave with Luke either, though. You feel me? They
It's
wouldn't have
crazy,
been mad
bro.
to leave with Luke either, so they was winning on either side.
Yeah, they was gonna win either way, man. Like, I mean, them Jones look like fists. Like they was just, man. Yeah, like the water balloons that just got too much water in them, they just don't move. Like,
Literally,
Real
no
balloons.
shit. Like they got 2 rocks underneath their top.
yeah, man, that thing is crazy. Actually, talking about night full of losses. Yeah, that nigga it was like I had to console Blunt on the phone, man. I said, brother, it's
Ashley,
gonna be all right.
for my peoples, man. For my peoples. I put the bag on it for my peoples, man. It was
She
bad.
actually said she hate Ryan. The thing that's crazy, yo, like this is solid as a rock. Yeah, them Jones.
Bro, you can't go swimming with that, bro. You will
Yeah,
sink.
You float.
You will
You float.
sink.
They gonna
Bro,
float.
you float.
They
You float.
cement titties. They them cement titties.
Oh,
Nah,
you
bro.
talking about the cement kind.
Those ones are going sinking straight to the bottom. You know when you try skip stones and then they skip the first 2 and the other sink straight to the bottom. That's exactly what that is, bro.
They're gonna start out looking good and then it's over.
Yeah, literally.
Them joints is straight. Them joints is straight fish tank rocks, man. Like, for real, man. You know what though? On a side note though, give me Ryan Garcia Tegu. I'm mentioning Tegu for the first time today.
Bro,
Give me Ryan
hold
Garcia
up.
Tegu.
We're doing good works all day. I dropped a Loma video speaking on his situation, and I got Tegu number 1 in line because obviously they don't want to spend a lot of money, but they want a good quality opponent for that sort of scenario. It's not a pay-per-view sort of thing
Son,
with that.
I have a fear, bro. I have a fear. This is my fear. I swear to God, this is my fear. And it's a real bad fear. It keeps me awake every night. I fear that I will die before I see Tegu have a good fight.
You'll die.
I'll die before I see Tegu have a good fight.
Bro, they got me. Hold up. They got him ranked at 13th on Boxo Guide. That's BOXEO Guide. That was like 13th. I ain't like it that they had him ranked close to Keyshawn Johnson either. So that was terrible.
Where's this guy ranked in some governing body? He's even ranked, bro, in the governing body.
Oh my God,
Bro,
Shane,
just
you
give
getting me
this
ready to
guy
do
a
homework.
fight, bro. If this guy's the real deal, I want to give Blunt his flowers. But if he's not the real deal, I just want Blunt to just eat crow. And you literally have to eat crow live on camera as well, bro, because you've been singing this dude. It's like you've been the pastor and the preacher for this dude. You've been handing out collection plates for this dude.
Yeah, hold on a second, bro. Hold on. But no, bro. Jeff, did you pull it up? I'm texting my supervisor.
What am I pulling up?
Man, you pulling up Tegu shit, man. Let me text my supervisor back, bro.
What am I looking up with Tegu?
Rankings, man. You getting on my nerves.
Rankings?
You don't care. That's why you don't have his name in your what's the name?
Bro,
like
your rankings is the only one that matters, bro. You told me he was top 5. So I don't even look Tegu up, bro. What am I looking up? WBA?
Because you're disrespectful.
What section of body am I looking up?
It don't matter. Any of them. He in line for them all, baby. Number 5, highest rank by the WBO.
That's good.
Let's get it. Let's get it. And I talked him up there because the world didn't even know about him. Because I found him. I was doing a lot of homework, bro. I think I added on to my gigabytes. You know how y'all be on your little gigabytes monthly for your little plan? And I went over doing all this homework on this dude. And they was like, yo, you owe us like $35 more.
Yo,
So
hey vlog, can I tell you
You know
something?
you can put a cap on that, bro.
Hey
I'm
vlog,
just
can I tell you something, yo?
talk to me. Talk to me.
I've never discussed this on camera. I have like a top 5, like in terms of just moments of the channel. Like, and I'm gonna actually do a video like releasing like my top 5 favorite moments of the channel. I'm talking about throughout the history of the channel. That is one of them. Our discussion about Tegu, yo, like that joint is one of my top 5 favorite moments on the channel, like hands down. Like it's not even close. Like it's probably top 3.
Cause y'all don't.
Like, yo, because I literally because we had the whole discussion and he was like, Tegu was like number 2 or something. Like, he said vlog the VP of Tegu Enterprise. Adrian, I tried to get my man to put me in on the on the advertising money he getting. He refused, bro. It's like secret society, man. Like it's secret society that he refused.
Bro, do you know how I am over here? So love ain't hit me off yet, bro. As soon as I get that check, I'm telling you, we gonna split it 3 ways. It's Nathan.
Yeah, the shit that's crazy, yo. Like, Tegu is number 5 in the WBO. He's number 8 in the IBF and number 9 in the WBC. Actually, you know what? Those are old rankings. So he got to be higher then.
The nigga ain't had a fight in years. Why would he be higher?
He just had a fight last year. Most prominent fighters, such as he's becoming,
so he's
a once a year.
Top 10.
He's a fringer. I called him a fringer on my video earlier against Loma. So I'm not blaming him.
I want him to get a fight, bro.
Yo, I want Tegu Ryan Garcia, yo. I want Tegu Ryan Garcia.
That would never
I hear the Cruz fight not happening. That's a possibility. I hear the Cruz fight not happening.
If Tegu is who vlogs say he is, he beats Ryan Garcia.
He should.
Easy work. Ryan ain't got the footwork to keep up with a dude like that.
Tegu will have a lot of Vaseline flying in that fight. He go like ping, ping, boom, boom. Oh man, no, but yo, you know the thing that's crazy though, like I can add Tegu's name to probably about 4 or 5 people at 135, and I'll be cool with it. I could throw him up against Ryan Garcia. I'll be cool with it. That's a good fight for Devin Haney too. I would be cool with
the only fight I wouldn't be cool with him fighting is Cambosis.
They're not gonna fight. They partners. He got
Are they partners for real?
Yes, that he was training with him for the Tiafimo fight, but they blocked my video. The hating ass mother truckers on YouTube, but you know it's all good.
Yo,
right
we
now.
going to holler at you off camera about that, but we about to change all that.
But yeah, I did call an upset too in that video that they hit me with the copyright. I just took it down, didn't have no further complications. That's why the channel's still running. But just in general, they be hating on this real good works I be doing for some simple little clip I put in. It wasn't even no major fight scene or nothing, bro. It was some bogus shit. I think it was like an advertisement.
I got an off topic question before we get about this thing. Am I taking Bama tonight? And if so, how many?
I'm not ready to put a quota. I put a quote on him because I was down. I lost about 2.
You got to talk my language though. I ain't bet a quarter since.
So put 200 on him, bro. Put 200 on him.
What's the odds?
It's basically like
it's a pick 'em.
Football is basically a pick. It's basically a pick 'em.
Yeah, I know, but what's the odds?
Oh, it's 3. It's 3. They 3 points.
No, that's the spread. He's saying the odds.
So minus 110. It's minus 110. The money line is plus 130, but I'm taking the points though. I'm not taking no money line.
So I'm saying like if you pick Alabama to win, or is it Alabama?
Yes,
Alabama. You put 100 on them, you win 230. So you basically win your 100 back plus another $130.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So That's
We don't do it like that. We do odds, bro. Like 3-1, 5-1,
yeah.
4 to
So
1.
basically, it'll
But
be
that's money
1 to 1.
line.
It's almost 1 to 1. It's basically
Yeah,
1 to 1.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
That's
It's
called
basically
that.
1
We
to
call
1.
Yeah,
that
but
easy.
but
What y'all
your
call it?
odds is how you get to the
Even,
money line,
Even,
Shane.
yeah, it's even money. Even money. We call it that too. Even money.
Yeah, well, we look at even money with the point spread as 3 points. So we go when we say even money, we don't really look at the money line to look for say is the game even money. We look at the point spread. In football,
Do
if it's
we?
anything from
What's
3 to 7, it's a
over
pick
under
'em type of
52
game.
and a half? 52 and a half. What you think,
I
bro?
went over. I went
You went
over.
over?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
I doubled down.
I'm about to flip a coin live on the joint, man. Heads, I'm betting the spread. Tails, I'm betting over. All right. Fucking dark in here too. I'm hoping I can catch the coin.
Man, yeah. Let me get up out
Heads,
of
I
this.
gotta bet the spread. Head, I gotta bet the spread. I gotta bet the spread. I'll let y'all know how many units I put on it. It's gonna be a couple. Shane, give me your social media, bro.
I'm Shane the number one. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. If we went on for like 10 minutes more, I would have fell asleep on camera because I felt like I just smoked or something. I feel tired as hell.
Yo, that's funny, bro. And if Mike hits you up, tell him my number didn't change. I ain't got no problem with him. I just need to have a grown man convo with him, and we can get right back to where we need to be. That's it.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Vlog, give
All
me your
good.
social media, baby.
Boxing
Oh
First
love.
Vlog, the way you see it on your screen on YouTube, the way you see it on your screen on Twitter. It's the number one where you see the word first on IG. Rock with me, man. We stay busy. We got a new article coming out to G5JeffTV.com. So tap in for that. Tap in for the Fantasy League. You know what it is with the team. We here. We working, baby.
And the only hood nigga I know that's on Google News. You understand what I'm
Facts.
talking about? All
Facts.
day long, man. And
Facts.
I'm all over the place, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, G5Jeff TV, website, G5JeffTV.com. Join the fantasy league, man. $550 on the line to the winner, championship belt. We got a lot of things cooking. And we just going, when it drop, it's gonna be a bomb.
Yeah, bro.
It's a big ass,
I'm working overtime right
bro.
now.
It's a big ass dark cloud over the game, and it got G5 on the cloud. You know what I'm
But,
saying? It
bro, you
with
have to
Vlog and
follow us on
Shane.
social
You
media so
gotta
you
follow
can
us on
yeah,
social
so
media.
you
We got
can
a lot of
see.
things cooking. But listen, we'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what the topic gonna be, but I mean, fuck it, we'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So on behalf of VP Shane, Boxing First Vlog, and your boy G5, this was episode 44 of the Goodfellas podcast. See y'all tomorrow.